Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. So what is the Big 615? Well, simply put, it's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. Get the latest on country music from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial free. That means a whole lot more music and a whole lot more country. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. And I look forward to having you join me on the Big 615.
This is your country station.
The Big 615.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, I don't know why somebody decided to do it, but maybe you'll be happy they did.
Okay.
Somebody decided to have Alexa rap a classic rap song, and this spreading, baby, it's gone viral.
I'll tell you why. It's because they smoke a lot of weed and they have a lot of free time. That's why you do anything.
Yeah, it's so true.
In my stoner days, I wish I had that ability to be able to pull this stuff together, because I always think of it, but I never do it because I was too stoned and too lazy.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But this is relatively easy to do, I would think, if you're this stoned and this lazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is ask Alexa to rap the Sir Mix-a-Lot song, Baby Got Back.
Well, I feel like you probably have to edit it. I don't think can we talk to our Alexa and just say, Alexa, rap Baby Got Back, and will it do it?
Oh, that's a very good question. I don't know. What do you want to try first? Do you want to play this version we have?
Yeah.
Or do you want to try with Alexa
Let's
first?
do the version that we have, and then let's see if we can pull it off, too, with our limited skills.
All right, here we go. This is what somebody did, and Steve might be right. Maybe they did give this editing up, but this is Alexa doing her best Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When that girl walks in with the itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. So fellas, as your girlfriend got the butt, tell them to shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got back.
All right, I mean, there's editing here, no doubt. Yeah.
If you're Sir Mix-a-Lot, how do you feel about this? Are you stoked, or do you want to throw your listening apparatus against the wall?
Yeah, it's hard to say, because it makes it seem like, I put a lot of effort into that song, and you just basically did it with Alexa.
And it's terrible.
Yeah.
All right, now let's see if our Alexa could do this.
All right, let's give it a try. All right, so
Alexa, rap Baby Got Back.
To listen to specific songs anytime you like, just say try Amazon.
We changed the voice, remember?
Shuffling Baby Got Back and similar songs on
Alexa,
Amazon Music.
Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that guy's voice. He kind of threw me off, man.
Yeah.
Like, who's this man in our bedroom?
Yeah.
Alexa, sing Baby Got Back.
Shuffling Baby Got Back and similar songs on
Alexa, BJ?
Yeah. It's not that easy to do.
No, it takes effort.
Yeah.
And marijuana. Neither we have.
Yeah, and so I guess you really, I think we would have given up if we were stoned. So somebody must have actually put some real effort into this, and maybe slightly sober.
They probably had to say, Alexa, read the lyrics to Baby Got Back, and then take it and then edit it together.
It's a lot of work, man.
That's what I'm saying.
And again, for something that sounds, well, the way that sounds.
Mediocre?
Yeah, very mediocre. I don't think I'm a fan.
Well, okay, I really don't. I don't hate it or love it.
You're not going to go to the Alexa concert?
No, I'm not going to go to the Alexa concert. Yeah, yeah, that's more of a okay, Billy. You know, whoever
Who's
did,
Billy?
whoever made it. You know, it's like,
Okay,
okay,
Billy Corgan
thanks
from
for
the
me.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, okay, Billy Corgan. I mean, yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, you did that. That's a thing you did. Not sure it's a great thing you did.
Again, I feel like we'd come up with this idea, and I'd be like, we have Ben and Jerry's in the fridge. Would you rather just eat that?
Yeah.
Let's go do that instead.
Yeah, instead of Baby Get Back, we got bigger questions to answer, buddy.
Okay.
Who is Boot Baby and Boot Shiesty? Okay? Those are the big questions. And why are they in the news? Oh, Steve, he's going to tell you. He's got the Migs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit max.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks to Palace Law for giving us the Migs Report. Today is the day to enjoy some kind of a Reese's product.
Oh.
Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. It's I Love Reese's Day.
I love Reese's Day.
What's your go-to?
What's my go-to
You
for
had to
Reese's?
pick one Reese's.
Oh, well, the Hoodie's trail mix now has like Reese's everything in it.
It does. Has a little smorgasbord of all of them.
Literally says Reese's.
That's a
on there,
cop-out.
too. How's that a cop-out?
You picked them all, basically.
Well, that's a
That's
Reese's
like picking
product.
all of them, all of the above.
Well, it's got little mini cups, little pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Danny, which Reese's are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with the Fast Break.
That's a fantastic. That's the one
What's
with
in
pretzels.
Yes, yeah, it's like a little chocolate bar, Reese's chocolate bar.
Oh, that's a cop-out, man.
How is it a cop-out? It's a singular item.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Yeah. I see how you get
Just
angry.
because yours is a giant cop-out and you can't deal with
Hoodies
that.
is a singular item with a lot of multiples in it.
Yeah, the Reese's, that's a great pick.
I love it.
Yeah, Fast Break, I haven't had one in forever.
Oh, those are the ones with milk chocolate, peanut butter, nougat. I'm going to do the Take 5 that has the pretzel.
That's the pretzel one. My
Yes,
bad.
that's
My
what I'm
bad.
picking.
That's the one.
That's a
great
cop-out.
You know what I might go with? Just to get crazy?
Yeah.
Is the Reese's peanut butter cup, but the one that has the peanut butter as the outside as well. So that instead of chocolate,
Oh, really?
I don't even know what the hell they call it. Like the peanut butter on peanut butter cup.
Oh, you know what they call it? A cop-out!
Yours is a cop-out.
It's not a cop. You know what?
It's an absolute cop-out. You get Reese's Pieces, a Reese's peanut butter cup all in one thing.
And you get the pretzels in there with the peanut butter in there.
The peanut butter lovers one.
What is that? If that better not be a cop-out.
How is it a cop-out? It's a singular item, BJ. It's the ultimate peanut butter cup.
It's literally what I have, except it's got more than whatever it's supposed to have in it.
Well, yours is a cop-out. Mine is a good one.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
all that matters.
Oh, did you get the new product they have out by Reese's? It's called the Reese's Hypocrite Cup.
Oh, okay.
Great
No, I
cup.
haven't.
You ought to check it out.
I bet it tastes delicious.
It's wonderful.
I heard it melts right in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Hey, it's also National Visit Your Relatives Day for BJ. That's every day because your kids are your relatives.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
We got that coming up. That's going to be an adventure. That's happening next month where we're visiting my parents.
Oh, yeah, you're going to the Big Apple, baby.
Well, we'll go to New Jersey, but
All
close
right,
enough.
The Big Jersey, baby.
Yeah, the Big Jersey.
Yeah, so and this is the first, is this the first time that the little one's been out there?
It was the first time that she's going to see her grandparents since early in her life. So this is the first time she'll remember seeing her grandparents.
Oh, yeah.
And the world shut down and money got tight. And now, thankfully, we can go see them. And I'm looking forward to it. But it's going to be, it's a whole week.
Well, you know what?
I think you understand.
Your parents get mellower and mellower, don't they? Kind of.
Well, my mom, I told her we're doing it. She's like, oh, cool. I'll time out just perfect because I'm just going to be fresh off of a hip surgery, a hip replacement. I'm like, do you want us not to come? She's like, no, I'll be able to get around. I'm like, how soon is this going to be? She's like, about a week after the surgery. I'm like, Mom, you're not going to be able to do anything.
A week after she's going to.
So we'll be just hanging out on the couch.
Dude, that's probably not bad.
Yeah. I mean, at least we'll be there to help.
Yeah, and then if you're getting, you go, hey, we're gonna go take a walk.
You want to come walk with? Oh, wait, you can't.
Oh, you can.
Our bad.
Oh, we'll just go out and have dinner. And
we'll pick something up for you guys.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about these two women in Atlanta. And I only bring up this story because of their names. They're the greatest names ever. Their names are Boot Baby and Boot Shiesty.
Oh, yeah.
And they're part of a team called the Boot Girls. What do you think are the Boot Girls, BJ?
All right. I know what I want them to be.
What do you want them to be?
But I want them to be butt girls. You know, girls with good butts.
Oh.
You know, booty, like the booty girls.
Well, what do you do when you're butt girls then? What's your job?
Yeah, your job's to run around and go, hey, here's my booty.
Let's just say the Boot Girls have a job.
Oh, they're twerkers.
They're twerkers. Incorrect.
Yeah. No.
They are. Have you ever had an instance when you went and parked a car and you came back and your car had one of those boots on it?
That's what they are?
No, you've never had that happen.
Never once.
It happened once to my brother back when they first started. Remember, we went to like a movie or something. I guess we parked illegally and we came back and we were both like, what are we going to do with this?
Yeah.
And it took forever just to figure out how do we get this boot off? Who do we call? It was like, I mean, it was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Well,
pain in the boot.
Pain in the boot. Well, Boot Baby and Boot Shiesty, they don't put boots on people's cars, but they will remove the boot from your car for $50.
Oh, that's awesome.
They apparently have the tool to be able to remove the boot. So Boot Shiesty and Boot Baby will do it for you. Here's the problem. They're not doing it in cahoots with the company that put the boot on the car in the first place. So it's like a great side. They're kind of like helping out the people who parked illegally. So at one point, someone got a boot on their car, and they called the Boot Girls. And Boot Baby and Boot Shiesty showed up, and we have audio of a parking enforcement employee confronting him, being like, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that. That's not your job. And they have a conversation with that employee. Here's the audio.
You can't do it.
You can't do it. You're finna step on her foot.
I'm not stepping on your foot.
You need to go, like, for real.
Nope, you can't do this.
You're mad.
No, you cannot take this off, ma'am.
Who's mad?
Okay. Nope.
It's legal. Like,
it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not legal.
What's wrong with you? Hurry up. We finna go.
Not one woman just snapped.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
She's just like, hey.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm saving that drop right
That's
there.
a great drop. You could use that for me multiple times per day.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's the thing. Boot Baby and Boot Shiesty. These women are superheroes.
And they're wearing like these like pink, fluffy, fuzzy ski masks. Because, you know, that way you can't tell who they are.
Oh, again, if you're a superhero, protect your secret identity.
What's wrong with you?
I love this. I know they don't want people to park in bad places where they're not supposed to park, but then again, like you said, the trouble you have trying to figure out what to do with this boot.
It's a little easier now with cell phones. You can just call like the number that's on the boot. But when we were younger, like we didn't have cell phones, so you're just like, all right, now we got to go find a phone.
It's very easy. You just call Boot Shiesty.
Boot Shiesty. Don't forget Boot Baby.
Oh yeah, Boot Baby.
I hope Boot Shiesty's the one in the pink mask.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I love these girls. I really do. You know, I know what they're doing is not technically right, but I still love these girls.
What's wrong with you?
All right, let's talk about sad news for us wrestling fans. I don't know if you know this guy, Superstar Billy Graham, BJ.
Oh, yeah.
Old school dude. Yeah. Unfortunately passed away at the age of 79. He had a lot of health complications and was put on life support, and it was just a tough go, and sadly he's no longer with us. But he basically inspired all the superstars that we grew up loving. Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Steve Austin, Jesse the Body Ventura especially. All those larger-than-life wrestlers, you could thank him because he was just that larger-than-life wrestler wearing like crazy tie-dye outfits and feather boas and ginormous muscles as well. And he also is the reason why Hulk Hogan said, "Brother." He was the guy who was saying brother before anyone else.
Man, look at that. And, you know, I'm glad you're giving this guy his due because I didn't realize all of the influence that he had.
Massive influence. So much so, though, I remember being a kid and being so excited when I would see, like, on the TV, it's like TV guy that said Billy Graham. I'm like, ooh, I got to watch this. He's a wrestler. And then I'd be sorely disappointed to find out it was the Evangelist that I was tuning into.
Oh. Who came first, I wonder?
The Evangelist is, I think, I got to imagine.
You're probably right, but... You know, it's, man, I wonder who stole from who, or if it just happened to be named Billy Graham. What are you going to do?
Yeah, but that's not his real name. His real name was like Elwood something. Or something.
Oh, then maybe they thought it would be fun to have the Evangelist name for him.
I don't know. Or just, you wonder, because, I mean, Billy Graham's not like an out there name, so it's not like,
Well, sometimes people like to parody certain things, when they take a name.
Brother.
Because, I mean, it is, like you said, it's, I know the Evangelist Billy Graham, more so than the wrestler.
Yes, I had no idea who the hell the Evangelist is.
I see what you did there.
I didn't even mean to, but I didn't know Evangelist Billy Graham until I thought he was the wrestler that was going to be on TV. So when I tuned in, boy, was I wrong.
That was a different show.
They are very different.
Yeah. But entertainers.
Yes,
when
that's
you think
true.
about it.
Over-the-top entertainers.
Yep.
Hey, can the Boston Red Sox stop being over-the-top hitters?
Yeah, that was the last game.
Thank goodness. Go away.
Yeah,
I hope we never see them again.
Yeah, you're going to say, at the T-Mobile soon.
Oh, man. Mariners lost to the Red Sox 12-3.
Yeah.
12-3.
Well, all of the games were blowouts.
Yeah, let's
all
stop
the games
this.
are blowouts. I mean, at least the Mariners had a blowout win in the first game of the series.
Dude, Marco Gonzalez, he gave up in 1 2/3 innings, 8 runs on 8 hits and 2 walks.
Yeah.
They had a 9-0 lead after the second inning.
Yeah, they did.
It's a hard comeback.
It is. It is, especially when you have a team that does not hit.
I looked at all the Mariners and I was just like,
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's a tough one. This team, if they can't pitch, it's going to be a real problem because they can't hit. They got to be able to pitch. And so far, oh boy. Hopefully Castillo gets turned around. Well,
so at least I have today off to think about,
What's wrong with you?
And they'll be taking on the Braves in Atlanta. Bryce Miller will be on the mound. So at least we have hopefully his good pitching ways continue.
Dude, the Braves are a good team as well. It doesn't get any easier. Jeez, okay.
Hey, so the Mets are also having a rough season. They started off strong, like a 14-7 start, and then they kind of just fell apart. And they lost like 16 in the last 22. And they're starting to try and turn it back around. A lot of people showing a lot of love for Pete Alonso. I didn't even know who the hell Pete Alonso was. But Pete Alonso is now my new favorite baseball player because after they just won a game, and he was a big part of why he's on TV being interviewed in the stadium. So they also have, you know how they do the interviews where it's on TV, but you also could hear it in the stadium as well.
Yes.
And he decided to let all the Mets fans know this.
Let's f***ing go Mets.
There we go.
I guess that's his catchphrase.
Oh, let's effing go. LFG, baby.
LFGM. That's his thing.
Yeah.
Let's blank and go. And so then he did that, and then the producer looked at him and said,
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it was a tough call.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Danny, you were at the Sounders match last night?
And unfortunately.
2-1 loss to the Austin people.
Austin FC. Yeah, terrible.
Austin FU.
Yeah.
Hey, I was watching towards the end, and I'm pretty sure I heard Danny yell.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it was me. I was yelling all night.
How was the weather, though? It was nice.
It was so nice outside.
How was the weather?
Got some cool tequila at Tacos and Tequila.
Are you getting ready for your visit with your parents? Is that why you're okay?
When all else fails, ask how the weather was.
Okay, fair enough.
I heard you saw a couple of celebrities there.
Yeah, Chelsea and Kwame from Love is Blind.
I love during the break you told Sarah that, and both BJ and I looked at each other and were like, who the F is Chelsea and Kwame?
Honestly, I didn't really know who they were either. My girlfriend was freaking out, and she was like, it's Chelsea and Kwame. And I was like, oh, yeah, I watched that show a few times with you. And
I am really...
apparently huge celebrity. They've been to all the games, apparently.
Huh. Yeah, I know.
Sarah was freaking out this morning. And why did you get a picture with them?
Yeah, Sarah looked at you and went,
What's wrong with you?
And it's going to get worse. With the writer's strike, they're probably going to have more reality shows. This is going to get ugly.
Yeah, maybe it's now time for you to join the greatest form of entertainment, and that is professional wrestling, BJ.
Oh, should I be? Don't they have writers in that?
Yeah, well, clearly they don't care.
Okay.
They're still doing their shows.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I don't think these writers really are on the same kind of union or whatever. They just don't care, brother.
Oh, is that, okay, brother.
They're still writing stuff for their wrestlers, brother.
Alrighty.
Come join us.
Oh, is that what you want?
Water's warm.
Yeah. You know what? I'll bring my board games and we can play while we're watching.
All right. So last night the T-Birds were at ShoWare Center, and once again, thanks to our T-Birds reporter at Freak Show, he texted in saying, "Good morning, Steve. Your Seattle Thunderbirds won Game 4 last night against the Winnipeg Ice.
Wow,
4-2. This is the Junior Hockey Championships that they're in right now. F yeah, baby. They now have a commanding 3-1 series lead in the best of 7. They can make history and win it all Friday night at the ShoWare Center. So let's see them win it on home ice. The barn is already almost sold out. It's going to be rocking. Let's go T-Birds. Let's fly from Freak Show."
Nice. What a great season for the T-Birds.
Yes, if you still want your hockey fix, you're going to see a great game, I'm sure, on Friday night at the ShoWare Center. So tomorrow night, you got to imagine that place is going to be rocking. And how cool would it be if they won it on home ice?
That would be really cool.
We'll all go nuts.
Nuts, baby.
If they lose, we'll look at them and say,
"What's wrong with you?"
There we go.
Sorry. I'll probably never play that clip again, though.
Oh, yeah, you will. There's a lot of reasons.
Weather, 80 degrees. Another nice night to go see a soccer match if there was one.
Yeah.
But maybe there's one go to see a rec league soccer match, Danny.
Or travel to Atlanta and hope the Mariners can figure it out.
You might see some. Well, they're not playing tonight.
Oh, well, you still got to travel. You need a travel day.
What's wrong with you?
It's a travel day. Isn't it a nice night? Take a walk. Take a drive.
Hey, thanks to Jersey Mike's, the sub above, for giving us the Migs report, and that's what's up.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I'll tell you what's wrong with me.
What's that?
I've been falling for scams. Better watch out for this one. This one, man, I did do this. Luckily, I didn't.
Wait, you fell for a scam?
I fell for this one, but I didn't. I realized it was a scam as soon as it took me to sign into Facebook again. I know when anybody asks you to sign in again, you go, okay, no way.
Did a radio station tell you that you won $1,000?
It may have been. I thought our company decided that maybe they should give us the $1,000, and so I went and said, "Thank you, BJ and Migs."
I almost feel like we have to say that every day, because every day we get at least 15 messages from people saying that they won a contest according to the BJ-Migs Facebook group.
Yeah, page. We're not a dash, we're not a hyphen. Okay, we're an ampersand. So.
And we're cheap as F, and we're never going to give away $1,000. Yeah. So if you get one of those, know for sure it wasn't from us ever.
If the company literally said you have $1,000 a day, what do you want to do with it? Steve and I would be like, we know exactly what we want to do with it.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you shouldn't give us the money.
Right.
Because we will not.
Yeah. Just know, if you ever get anything from us saying that you won something, you didn't.
Yeah, there's apparently what's going on is if a friend DMs you and says someone you know just died, don't click the link.
Oh, jeez.
I had somebody get hacked and put it in one of our, we have these threads. And so whenever, I want to plan something with my friends, we do a Facebook thread and had everybody do it. Well, this person just started posting in every thread. Turns out it wasn't them. They got hacked. But they said, look who died. And, I think you know him. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, what? And, of course, one of your friends posted in the thread, and you think, okay, maybe this is legit. So I clicked on it, and then it was like, you need to log into Facebook again. And I go, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. And then that's how they get your password.
That's how they get all your stuff. Yep. And so
that's so awful because, your knee-jerk reaction when somebody says a friend died would be, what the hell, and would probably want to click on something.
That's exactly what I did. And again,
I got to tell my mom and my dad about this because he's going to do it.
Dude, it was in a thread. For some reason, it's one thing if somebody messaged you or, sends you a message, but when you have one of these threads, for some reason, it just seems like how would somebody even get into the thread? I can see them messaging me, but they message the whole thread, which is just, it makes it look like it's even more legit.
But on the flip side, if someone died, why would they send me a link to the death? They would just tell me that they died.
You're right. I should be well, this is what I tell, this is why.
This is definitely going to scam a lot of old people.
Well, and I feel badly for a lot of listeners and a lot of people who are like Vicky, because a lot of people just send memes and send links and they don't really preface it. That's what I see a lot of our listeners do. Just, they go, hey, they without saying it, they go, here's something I think you'd like.
Yep.
But the trouble is they don't say what it is.
I don't click on it.
I don't click on any of it. When I feel bad for the listeners, they'll go, hey, did you see the thing? I go, no, I didn't, because you just send a link and I'm not going to click on it because don't you understand what the world's like?
Right. Yeah. A lot of times, even if it looks like a YouTube link, I'm like, nah, I'm not even going to risk it.
Even if you embed something within the link itself, I won't risk it. I want to see a separate bubble, if you will, a separate message bubble saying, hey, I found something for you. Here it is. It's cool. And then give me another link. Then I'll know that you sent it.
Yeah. Until the scammers figure out how to do that as well.
I know, dude. Those scammers. You know me. I'm all for the death penalty for this.
And this also with old people, because sadly, when you get older, people in your life are passing away. So you're going to fall for this crap.
Well, hello. Take a look at my demographic. That's exactly what's happening in my world.
Right. I mean, you almost fell for it.
Yeah, because I got a lot of people that are my age that are kicking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, it sucks, but that happens.
The whole scamming thing. People trying to steal people's Facebook pages is just so strange to me.
Yeah, information is so valuable.
Yeah.
I mean, that really is what it is. You take a look at, look at Facebook loves the fact that they have our information, and people that can get even more information, like passwords and stuff. Yeah.
And here's my question.
Yes, sir.
If a ridiculous amount of people have reported a page to Facebook and said, look, this is a scam, why do they continue to let that page exist? That's the part. They shut down people's pages for the dumbest stuff. I see it in the wrestling world, obviously, because I have a lot of friends, but they'll jokingly say, I'm going to beat this guy up on Saturday, and then their page gets suspended for a month. And it's obvious that they're just joking around for that violated the violence policy, which I get that's there, and I understand why. But then you have a page like the BJ-Migs page that is obviously scamming people and asking for credit card information. And we keep reporting them. Listeners keep reporting them. And they do jackass, and they even say, no, the page is fine. We looked.
Yeah, it doesn't violate our... Wait, somebody scamming people out of their information doesn't violate your policies, Facebook?
I think Mark Zuckerberg's the one scamming people.
Yeah.
He's probably getting everybody's credit card information. That's why he's rich.
It says everything about Facebook, doesn't it? It's like, this page doesn't violate our policy, which is like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't, since basically they're doing what you do, which is
crazy. This page is fishing for people's personal credit card information, and they say, no, we looked at it. It's good.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, they're great. They can do that.
Odd.
Yeah, it's very odd. Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
Facebook.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
I do like that job.
Yep, thank you.
It can be applied to so much.
I just love that job, too. Yesterday, Steve did get this one wrong.
What suit ranks highest in the game of bridge?
I'm going to go with the king.
No.
The queen.
No.
The royal flush.
No.
Oh, boy.
What's wrong with you?
Exactly. I would like to know. Those are all types of cards, all right, particular, but they're not the suits. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, we were looking for spades, buddy. There you go. Good job, bud.
Thank you.
All right. So anyway, yes, spades was the answer. Maybe you can find out what's wrong with Steve. Maybe even beat Steve. 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do it at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Invest in your future on your schedule at Columbia College. Earn an accredited degree faster with 8-week classes starting 6 times a year. Go at your own pace as you build your future. Learn more at yourfuture.ccis.edu.
Hey there, it's your friend Stormy Warren here, and I want to invite you to my new home, the Big 615, exclusively on TuneIn. So what is the Big 615? Well, simply put, it's the official home of country music broadcasting live from Nashville to the world. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. Get the latest on country music from your favorite artists to the hottest songs climbing up the charts. Oh, and it's commercial free. That means a whole lot more music and a whole lot more country. Hear it all on the Stormy Warren Show, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central. Download the TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. And by the way, yes, it's free. You can also ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn. And I look forward to having you join me on the Big 615.
This is your country station.
The Big 615.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. All right, look, we are not jumping off the Mariners bandwagon. The Mariners posted something on Facebook saying, hey, it's baseball weather, and then everybody was just hating because they had a bad couple of games.
Well, they're no Kraken.
Here we go. Look, I'm telling you, you saw what happened to the Kraken once we put out the KISW-inspired hockey shirt.
Yes.
I mean,
it was a slow burn.
It was a slow burn. It took a year or so. But you know what? It worked. And it can work for the Mariners as we have the baseball-inspired KISW T-shirt. Not one, but two, because we know that, you know what, sometimes the Mariners are on the road, like they will be in Atlanta on Friday night, and sometimes they're at home. So we have two versions, home and away, of these three-quarter sleeve styles to choose from. These are sweet-looking shirts. They even have the trident, and as you know, they've been using the trident for home run celebration.
It's pretty cool looking.
So get these rock shirts today, baseball style. Two churches for your shirts. You want to buy these shirts? You want to get them for a friend? They're in the rock shop at KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
Happy Friday, Junior, everybody.
Hey!
It's a lovely one out there. Please stay hydrated because I know a lot of people are kind of getting a little sick from the heat. So please take care of yourselves.
Yeah, plus everyone's telling me now my chiropractor said I got to get electrolytes, some sort of K drink where it's a powder. And
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. He's saying I need more salt in my diet. And I'm like, I'm on a low sodium diet. What's wrong with it? And he's like,
what's wrong with you?
I mean, everyone's telling me like the conflicting information in order. Like, oh, you're cramping up, get salt. I go, what? All right. So anyway,
just take care of yourselves.
I'm trying, Vicky, but I don't know. I can't. Nobody tells me the right way.
Well, you know, a good way to take care of yourself is by playing Beat Migs.
Yeah.
Because that makes everyone in a good mood. We have Greg from Tacoma. Greg, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Greg, what's up, bud?
All right.
How's your salt intake?
All right, Steve.
That could sound wrong.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
wow.
No need to answer.
Yeah.
But never unpleasant.
Get out of there.
Goodbye.
Just
Get out! Take that salt with you.
Oh, my.
Whoa.
Well, for those playing at home, Greg has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you do only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Ready.
Emerald is the birthstone for what month?
May.
Yes.
April.
Who played Lilu in the 90s movie The Fifth Element?
Mila Jovovich.
Yes.
Nice.
The standard trumpet has how many valves?
3.
Yes. The Beatles had the 1967 hit song titled I Am the What?
Ooh.
Pass.
What German city is home to the Brandenburg Gate?
Pass.
What kind of juice is in a Tom Collins cocktail?
Lemonade.
No.
Pineapple juice.
No.
Oh.
Pass.
What horoscope sign is a fish?
Pisces.
Yes.
Nice.
What does the NBA stand for?
National Basketball Association.
Correct. Russell Crowe played Maximus in what 2000s action movie?
Gladiator.
Correct.
Yeah.
What Italian city is famous for a system of canals?
Venice.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct.
Would you accept Venezia?
Venezia, is that the Italian version of Venice?
There
Sure.
you go. Okay, good then.
There was one he was super close with, but I really couldn't give it to him. And
Yeah.
I'll let you at the end.
I don't blame you because
they are two different things.
They are. I mean, you're right. It sucked, but I think that I would go on your side with that one. And you know how hard it is for me to even accept anything, to be on your side on anything, but I did.
I know. This is a special day.
It's a very special day. Hey, look who just walked in.
Are you ready, Steve?
The champ.
Thank you.
You ready to play, Steve?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Emerald is the birthstone for what month?
October.
No.
What month are we in right now? May.
Yes.
Good job.
Who played Lilu in the 90s movie The Fifth Element?
Oh, that's
Multipass.
crap. Bruce Willis.
No.
Cameron Diaz.
No.
Multipass.
Chris Tucker.
No.
He knows it's a multi-pass.
The standard trumpet has how many valves?
3.
Yes. The Beatles had the 1967 hit song titled I Am the What?
Walrus.
Yes. What German city is home to the Brandenburg Gate? Ooh.
What?
What German city is home to the Brandenburg Gate?
I can't even think of a German city off the top of my head now.
Oh my gosh.
Berlin.
Yes.
Nice
work, buddy.
What kind of juice is in a Tom Collins cocktail?
Orange.
No.
Lemon.
Yes.
Good job.
What horoscope sign is a fish?
Pisces.
Yes.
How about that?
What does NBA stand for?
National Basketball Association.
Correct.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe played Maximus in what 2000s action
Gladiator.
movie? Correct. What Italian city is famous for its system of canals?
Sicily.
No.
Okay, you are the worst
3,
Italian.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, though.
I'm always going to guess Sicily. That's where I'm from, baby.
Get the hell out
Are
of
you?
here.
I'm from it.
Please, get out of here, Shia LaDouche.
By way of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It is,
I'm from it.
Yeah, you're from it already.
You are a disappointment, but you did win.
That's all that matters.
8
All
to
right.
7.
Sorry, Greg. Good game, though, buddy.
Thanks. Oh, and Vicky, I went to a concert last night. Ailstorm. It's right up your alley if you've never heard of them.
Ailstorm is legit. They're like a pirate
Yes.
kind of band.
Oh, not Hailstorm.
No, Ailstorm.
Not hail. Ale.
Yes,
Storm.
they're pretty
Nice.
cool. I've gone to see them before.
That's awesome.
Huh. They sing sea shanties?
Kind of just more rock. It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute.
Nice.
But congratulations on your win.
Look at Steve's back. I mean, yesterday was just all about kissing his sister. Lots of ties. Lots of ties.
2 ties yesterday. Big victory today.
I feel good for you.
Doing it for the man upstairs now, superstar Billy Graham.
Oh, that man upstairs.
Yes.
No, you're assuming that he's got the fast track up there, really.
You know, I mean,
there's a lot of places you can go these days.
Yeah, he burned a few bridges in his life. So you never know.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the superstar, though.
There we go.
Passed away.
Very nice.
The Italian city famous for its system of canals is Venice.
Venice.
Or Venezia.
Makes sense. They do the boat thing everywhere.
That's why you're a horrible Italian. I mean, you really are.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And it was Mila Jovovich who played
I
Lulu.
couldn't think of her name.
Yeah.
I feel like I've asked this question before, and you always get stuck on her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was, I don't think anymore, but she was married to the director, Luc Besson.
They're no longer married.
Yeah, but...
And she was definitely there was a period of time where she was like the ultimate celebrity crush.
Yeah. And she did the Resident Evil movies.
That's why. Yeah, the Resident Evil movies were like, ooh, hello, Mila.
She was really good in that movie. It's her dialogue especially. I just can't imagine anybody playing that character in The Fifth Element. I still think that movie holds up. Such a fun movie. Such a fun movie. And a really good message at the end.
Well, don't spoil it. I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah. Well, I think really. Have you? I think I can't believe. I think you would like that movie. It was a lot of fun.
To be in fairness, I need to go back and finish it. Like I watched it, I think I fell asleep on it, and I was enjoying it, but it's just typical me falling asleep on a movie, and I never got back to watching it again. I just need to sit down and watch that film.
It's over 25 years old.
Oh
too.
boy,
yeah, it's an older movie, but I think it holds up. I think it's a real fun.
Should I watch that or Cocaine Bear next though?
Yes. Oh boy, I don't know. I forgot Cocaine Bear is available. Also, I guess is it airs on Prime? The Michael Jordan story?
Yes.
That's free on Prime. People have been saying they've been digging watching that.
There's so much to watch.
There is a lot to watch. I know, man. I've been getting into this new show called Silo on Apple. Apple TV Plus, dude, is rolling out some stuff. Chris Pratt's doing stuff for them. Chris Evans is doing stuff
Have
for
you
them.
watched The Monster Factory yet?
Where's that on?
On Apple TV Plus.
What is that about?
It's an incredible docuseries.
Is it about wrestling?
Quite possibly.
Oh, okay, no. No, sorry, dude. There's other stuff on Apple TV Plus I'm watching right now.
But it sounds like a cool thing. Like if I didn't tell you, it was just watch The Monster Factory.
Yeah, look, you know how it is. If I told you watch any, look, Fifth Element is a stretch because you don't like anything that's way out there.
I like sci-fi.
Oh, okay, good.
I like fun sci-fi.
Well, Fifth Element to me is very fun sci-fi.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So I'll watch that, and you watch The Monster Factory.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll let you get back to me on that.
All right.
We got an OnlyFans. Oh, this is a thumbnail. I mean, this is a thumbnail that we all know about.
Yes, I couldn't believe this when I saw this story.
Insane.
And I still don't know if I believe it, but it's pretty epic.
Oh, I can't wait to hear the details to see if I also believe it. But here's what's being alleged. An OnlyFans model discovers that her top subscriber is her stepfather. You're going to hear from her at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Oh boy, this story, I don't know. An Australian OnlyFans model named Ty is going viral with her TikTok post where she shares a story of how she discovered that the number one fan of her online content was her stepfather. Dun, dun, dun.
Dude, it is insane just to read any of this.
Yeah, dude.
In fact, her first post on TikTok to explain all this was titled, How My Site Ruined My Mom's Marriage.
Yeah. He supposedly spent over 2,000 Australian dollars on content and personal videos of her that he requested. And like you said, when Mom found out, she's like, okay, you're on my daughter's OnlyFans page. We're over.
Why? I mean, you make vows till death do you part. It doesn't say if you start following my daughter's OnlyFans page, it's cool to get divorced.
You know what? Technically, you're not wrong. Yeah. Here she is talking about how at first she was happy to have a fan who spent money on her site.
When I first started my website, I had this customer who was my number one customer, bought every single thing that I sent him. We would talk every day. He made custom requests, very, very specific things.
Yeah, apparently like raunchy things.
Okay, yeah, I would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise there's no problem, though you could probably just, look, and Ty's a very attractive girl. I don't know, what is she, probably 25 at the most?
I would say like early to mid-20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in this clip, Ty shares how she discovered that the fan that she was so happy to have was indeed her step-pappy.
2 months in, I had someone view my TikTok page with the exact same username, and underneath that it said, from your contacts. I went absolutely mental trying to figure out who this person was from my contacts. I narrowed it down to 6 people, and one of them was my stepdad. I went with my gut feeling and I messaged the website account and I said, I know who this is, and within 2 minutes got a text from my stepdad saying, hey Tay, can we talk? My stepdad was my top subscriber on my naughty website.
That is insane.
I know you were wondering if this is true or not, because with TikTok and with OnlyFans people, anything to drum up business, but it sounds legit.
I was going to say that backstory just seems a little too, like, it seems, even me, it's like, I don't know if I believe this or not. I'm like, maybe. Like, that just seems strange. Like, imagine that you're able to narrow it down because of that, and you're like, all right, it's one of 6 people, and one of them is my stepdad?
Yeah.
Weird.
So, Tay over there is,
that's a tough one. Do you ruin your mom's marriage, or do you continue to have a good income?
Look,
these are 2 very difficult, one or the other situations, BJ.
Wow, that is, can I just say, look, I can understand. She's a very attractive girl. Look, I'm a dude. I completely understand the idea that you don't ever get too old to want to look at attractive women if you're a heterosexual dude. It just, look, I'm living proof. I'm in my 60s, and if you say, hey, here's somebody who willingly wants to show you pictures of themselves and they're an attractive woman, who's not going to want to see that? But this is your stepkid. And
apparently stepkid since she was younger. It's not like a situation.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I thought this might have been like...
She did a follow-up video where it was like, he's been a part of her life for a while.
No, dude, that is just like... Even Sarah's friends like to post, and there was some pretty suggestive pictures posted from the wedding and all over. And
yes, there were.
And I didn't want to see them. And look, some of her friends, I think a lot of people go, sure, I'd like to see pictures of them, but I've known them since they were little. It's just, sorry, I just can't do it.
Right.
I don't want to do it. You just put a wall up as a human being, like, you just have to, I get
the appeal of like the OnlyFans in the sense of like, if you know the person, it kind of makes that, that's kind of, that's cool. Like, it's kind of hot that, you know the person that's doing the OnlyFans, but obviously you like to know that they know, and also that you're not related to them in a way, or you're not their step parent or something. I mean, like, those are the things where you're like, okay, maybe this isn't the right way to go about it.
I feel like when I know somebody, it's crossing a line if I were to go look.
It depends on who.
I guess it depends on how well I know them.
Yeah, I mean, for some of them, you're just supporting their business.
If I see the person every day, I mean, I guess I would, because I'm not sure they'd want me to. Like, right. I think that they probably would want my money, and at that point, I go, hey, here's some money. You know what I mean? If I want to support you, here's some money, and I don't have to look at your
friendship.
stuff.
It depends on how well, but
I just feel weird. Like, I see you every day, and I'm not sure you'd want me to see you that way.
What if it's like the barista that you see every day, and like, you know what I mean, like all of a sudden you find out they have an OnlyFans, not like a bikini barista.
See,
but like
that's different because I don't have a friendship with them. I think if I have a friendship with somebody,
I see what you mean.
That would be weird.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I remember it happened here at the radio station. Remember that we had one of the salespeople who was in like the women of the college. Were you here for that?
Oh, I was. I worked at the other show though. Yeah, she's a salesperson. She was in the Girls of the Pacific Northwest or the Girls of the Pac-10
and Playboy. And I mean, I saw her.
I bought the issue.
Oh yeah,
I saw her every day. Mm-hmm. Every day, and then there she is, topless in this magazine, and it was weird because every day I saw this person, and I'm like, what do you do? I mean, just like, holy crap, and you know, I mean,
yes, she was really hot.
Yeah, she was an attractive person, but you know what? Look, there's a lot of attractive people that you work with, and you got to be cool.
I was in my 20s when that happened.
Oh,
I was like,
I bet you were.
This is the greatest workplace ever. We have a girl that was in Playboy.
Yeah, it was. I was like, I don't know what to do with this. We had a lot of great topics.
She was
about
cool
that.
as all hell too. I remember saying, I got the issue. She's like, that's awesome.
Yeah, she was very cool. She never gave us a problem about it. I still felt really uncomfortable.
Did you get her to sign it?
I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah,
that would have been great if you could.
You should have.
It was a difficult time opening that page. No kidding. You know?
Yeah, that's still. If you're like Tay from Australia, okay. If you're like Tay from Australia and you find out your stepfather is like your biggest fan and top subscriber on OnlyFans,
so weird.
That's a shocker, man. Especially since he was your stepdad since you were a little kid. That's super shocking. And so, I mean.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
I do like how she was like how I ruined my mom's marriage, and a lot of people were like, "You didn't ruin your mom's marriage. He did."
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Still, I don't know. I suspect that I might. The fact that she's out here promoting that happened, that her mom's marriage is ruined, makes me feel like it's a scam. I still think it might be slightly.
I mean,
fake.
it's a good way to get people interested in her OnlyFans.
Because if that was my mom, I think I'd be so sad. I wouldn't go out there and try to make money off of it unless she feels like her mom doesn't. I think it's a sore subject, wouldn't it be? You know, I mean, and mom could indirectly be pissed at you, going, if you weren't out there with your stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Blame her.
I know. I mean, it's not right, but I could see people doing that, and all right. Well, either way, we're wondering, how about you? What's the most shocking thing that has ever happened in your life? 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That is the number to text. What's the most shocking thing that's ever happened in your life? Your calls, your texts, we have them after Lincoln Park on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit max.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. There's an OnlyFans model who discovers that her top subscriber is her stepfather. Yeah. Obviously, the marriage to her mom is over, and very shocking to find that out. And Vicky, of course, doing some great research, as she does, found out that if you go on Twitter to find this OnlyFans model, Tay, you'll see that. Can we say the way Vicky described what she?
No, I can't say that. No, but that's just.
But I love to go and have that dessert. No,
okay.
No, I can't. All right,
yeah, from the Boston Variety.
Yeah, the Boston Variety. It's anyway.
I just try to go straight to your butt. It's not good for you. 20 calories.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now I definitely cannot say the dessert. No. Not after that. Thanks, Steve.
Wow. My bad.
Yeah, geez.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
So let's just say this girl definitely is X-rated.
Yes.
And I'm sure she's got a lot of X-rated stuff on OnlyFans. Because as you know, on Twitter, you can put any pictures up there you want. Twitter doesn't say no to anything, whereas Facebook, you can't.
According to some of her posts, like there's definitely some adult videos on her OnlyFans of her and her partner doing things together.
And how about her stepdad is watching all this stuff?
Putting in custom requests.
Yeah, getting a lot of money from stepdad. And obviously her mother, which I guess the apple doesn't fall the apple falls far away from her mom in the tree. Are you seeing some pictures of
her
stuff?
Her bio on her OnlyFans says, "Come see why my stepdad couldn't resist."
Okay, this is totally a scam.
It has to be.
Because
I hope.
You don't ruin your mom's marriage and then just go ahead and be that cavalier about it.
We say that. There are some interesting family dynamics out there that when we do topics, you're just like, how could you even say that?
I believe we've been scammed.
Even do that? You think so?
Yeah, we've been scammed. I don't think this is real. I don't think the stepdad's the top subscriber. I now totally... She's just... If you ruin your mother's marriage with your stepfather watching your porn site...
Why is that your OnlyFans bio?
Yeah, that should again be on your bio. That's too sensational. I'm not that dumb. And if
I am.
And I'm going to say this. I think she's a horrible person if that's in her bio and it all happened that way. I just think that's not cool to her mom.
Unless her mom's like, you know what? Just drag his name around and she's cool with like all her OnlyFans stuff. I say, just like do it.
If that's the case, then I think the both of them have issues.
Duh.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's go to Jess in South Sound. Jess, you are on the rock.
Hi.
Hi, Jess. What's the most shocking thing that's ever happened in your life?
So I called because I can relate to this story. Yeah.
Well, okay, whoa. If you say you can relate to this story, that involves a child and you and your husband?
Yeah.
No, what happened?
Yeah. So the day after Halloween, I went to work. I was the only one working in the household, and I come home to go online to go to school. So I'm working and going to school. The night before was Halloween. I took my daughters out. They're young adults now and dressed up cute for the first time. So I took photos for, my daughter's boyfriend, not like risky photos, just here's your cute costume. And I get home and get on my computer, and there are photos downloaded onto my computer that I did not download. And I had sent those photos via Facebook to my daughter. And, he had gone through all of my social media and had stolen those photos.
Okay, so so this is your husband that did this at the time?
Yeah.
And
at the time, yeah.
So these are photos of your. Now I'm a little confused because if
what
they're
age
not,
are we talking?
Yeah. How old's your daughter?
She's in her 20s. He's known her since she was 8 years old.
Okay, so he's a stepfather.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, if he was the biological father, it's even more ridiculous.
No.
Okay, so he's a stepfather, known her since he's 8 years old. These are sexy pictures, but not risque. But probably most Halloween costumes are sexy. And he's
harmless, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got these photos for his own personal enjoyment, is what you found out.
Yeah.
Did you confront him? What did he say?
Oh, yeah, 100%. First he pretended like it wasn't him. And so I work in behavior.
Who else did he think to say it was?
Yeah.
Did the picture download fairy? Like, who else could it be?
So, Jess, when he finally admitted it, what was his excuse? What did he say?
It was a cry for help.
Yeah.
That was the most I could get out of him.
Yeah.
The closest to the truth of that he did it.
Hey, Jess, only because of the fact that I've been in a lot of therapy and, you know what, I've done a lot of stupid stuff in my life that a lot of people I will never get to apologize to for just the pain I've caused in their life. So, I would like to apologize because I know how painful that is for you to have gone through that with a person that you love and all that crap. And I am so sorry because I know he's now going to be, you said soon to be ex-husband. And I really am sorry. I know that is not easy for you to deal with and how heartbreaking it is. And I'm really, really sorry because that's just BS. No matter whatever.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
I mean,
it's crazy.
Every decent person. Look, again, I get it. I get that it's not his kid, but even still, if you have grown up with somebody since they're 8 years old, you just have to have that wall. Because like I said with my daughter's friends, they weren't my kids. There's just a wall.
I was going to ask her a dumb, question, but just like how do you handle that now with the daughter? Like, do you say this is what happened? You know what I mean? Like,
gosh, I mean,
obviously the relationship is over, and don't blame her whatsoever.
I think, you have to be honest.
That's a tough conversation.
You have to be honest, and
that's gross.
And look, it's understandable. We get it. Men like to look at attractive women, heterosexual men. But the idea, if you don't have the boundary that you don't create in your brain as a human being to go, look, this is not how I'm going to view that person. This person's always my daughter, or always somebody who's a person who I'm going to be a father figure to. And, look, I get it, but it's like you have to have a fence up and just go, these are people who I will never look at that way. It's not that difficult. Every dude understands that. So, that person should get some help, and it sucks to have to be the spouse of somebody and have to be involved in all that.
We have a more serious text, though, about the topic.
Yes.
So the most shocking thing that ever happened to me is someone came into a Walmart that I worked at. They dropped their pants, and they went number one on all the bananas.
Oh, no, you saw that?
It was bananas.
Wow. Just BANANAS.
That's the last day I work at Walmart.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
I'm out. I'm not cleaning this.
Yeah.
And I'm never eating another banana from Walmart.
What is, what?
Well, sometimes you got to go.
Walmart has bathrooms.
You know what? But they're in the back.
Yeah.
Maybe you went through the door that the produce saw first.
Walmart sells everything. You probably could have bought one of those portable urinals. Or a jug, like an empty jug.
The first thing was that giant rack of bananas. He's like, you know what? No one's going to see it. It's yellow and...
I love how you actually have the strategic plan that you might understand how it all happens.
I'm shocked you don't.
Yeah, you're right. I'm the guy that has to go to the bathroom all the time. All right, well, this was a very, very disturbing subject.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Tay. Thanks, Tay, the OnlyFans girl.
Why did your son think that was a fun story?
It was. I mean,
it's an intense story.
It is an intense story. Actually, I don't fault him for that. That actually was on topic.
It was,
and it is real life.
Yeah,
and it is real life OnlyFans. I mean, when you think about it,
I just feel awful for that. For her.
I do too. And that's why I'm glad she called, so that somebody could at least let her know, hey, we're really sorry. Because
when you said you were sorry, I'm like, wait, are we about to find out something?
I know. Oh,
like,
yeah.
What did you do?
No, just in life, I never, here's my philosophy really quick. I know there's a lot of people that never get apologized to for the crap that's happened to them. And I have not been able to apologize to certain people that I've done some bad stuff to.
In junior high school, there was a kid that once took my face and just shoved it right into the cement with the snow. He whitewashed my face.
And you are owed an apology.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, so here's the thing.
He's dead now.
I
got the last laugh.
Yeah, here's the thing. I, who have done some bad stuff, and a lot of it's been on the radio, really.
I'm waiting for my apology.
So, Steve, I am sorry you're here.
That's not the apology I want.
Well, it's the best I can do with a short notice. That's all I can do. Hey, what do you think was picked as the cheesiest heavy metal ballad of all time? Oh, this is going to be a great list. Oh, I'll tell you right. Oh, heavy metal ballad. Never mind. I was going to say I can think of one ballad, but it's not heavy metal. Well, I'll tell you the cheesiest heavy metal ballad of all time at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session that an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Invest in your future at Columbia College. Take that next step toward the career you've been dreaming of. From a leader in online learning for over 20 years, make a difference in your future with a degree from Columbia College. Learn more at yourfuture.ccis.edu.
Hey y'all, it's Garth, the Big 615. You're going to hear the newest that country music has to offer. At the same time, you're going to hear the newest that the country classics have to offer. I want to hear the new single from George Strait, and I want to hear it right beside the new single from Luke Combs. That's the thing we call the Big 615.
Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. All right, you know that website, Loudwire, great music website?
Yeah.
They've said, hey, man, hair metal ballads, what are the cheesiest?
See, I'm scared because I feel like all the cheesiest hair metal ballads are going to be some of my favorite songs. I was a sucker for the power ballad on every. I was a metalhead.
Yeah.
A lot of the hair metal growing up, and I always would remember that it was like the perfect strategy that they would always do. They'd release 2 singles, 2 rockers.
Yes.
And then the third single that would be released on MTV would be the power ballad, and I would always get so fired up for that one because I'm like, that's the one. It's tugging on my heartstrings.
Oh, dude, you know, if you have a power ballad, and that's been rock for so many years, long before hair metal bands.
The first 2 songs get the dudes.
Yep.
And then that third song brings in the ladies. And next thing you know, they're monster hits. The band becomes a monster band.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's nuts. It goes all, for me, it goes all the way back to the Beach Boys because that was them too.
It's so funny how that was a strategy back in the old days when you put out the singles.
Yeah, they would have
bought the records and you didn't stream anything.
All right, we got Surfin' Safari, we got Surfin' USA, and now Surfer Girl, Little Surfer, and I mean that's how they did it. They the up tempo ballad.
We're rockers. We have a sensitive side.
And we surely do.
Some of those songs now looking back on it, and I still like them because of the nostalgia. But they are cheesy.
Well, here's one.
Lyrically, musically, production, everything's cheesy.
I'm going to say this right now, especially I think now that time has gone by, I think this, and look, it may be sacrilege to say it, but I think all in all, this band is cheesy.
Uh-oh.
I think this entire band is cheesy and like it's big hit, all of it. I think it's massively cheesy. I think the look of the lead singer of this band is cheesy. To me, I'm this, and people may hate me or not.
Who are you talking about?
Here we go.
Oh, you shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, sorry.
Bon Jovi always look cool.
Yeah, it's cheesy as all hell.
He's going to be there for you.
Yeah.
John Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Richie Sambora.
Yeah. This is way too cheesy.
They were cowboys on steel horses they rode.
Dude, he was a pretty boy hiding under hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
they were all pretty boys.
Yeah,
hiding.
but
that was like I remember being a kid seeing all like the band ads, and I'm like, I want to join a band and I want to be in a metal band. And it was like first thing was must have nice hair, look good in spandex, and be attractive. And I'm like, crap, I'm not going to do this.
You know, you're a good band if you're ugly. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, and the guy I can think of right now, Rick Ocasek, they had a good band and Rick was ugly. He was a praying mantis looking at me.
I'll be honest, I'd rather listen to Bon Jovi than the Cars any day.
Oh, you're high, buddy. But you're not wrong.
Oh, man. Some of them, look, I didn't like all their songs, but some of their songs were just jams.
Yeah.
They were never my favorite of all the hair metal bands, though.
Yeah, and I'll be there for you. I still don't think. It's an okay ballad for Cheese Factor. Not the cheesiest in my book, though.
Yeah, it's very paint by numbers.
This one, though, yes, I think to me, and this isn't in any order, but for me, this is my number one cheesiest hair metal ballad.
Okay.
I think you're gonna have to go far and wide to find one cheesier. The lyrics, please.
Come on. I know Thrill hates this song.
Oh, it's horrible.
Night.
Yeah, every rose has its thorn. Go F yourself.
Just like every cowboy sings a sad song.
Okay, yeah. What is that even about? What are they? Just a bunch of words.
But it's awesome, man. The music video is great because like them on the road playing and they're just rocking out. But then there's this sad song that's being played while they're rocking out.
Yeah, it's just throw a bunch of words together that sound sad and you'll get all the chicks loving.
Oh, now I gotta look up the lyrics.
Yeah, every cowboy sings a sad song. And I'll tell you, here's the perfect example. Even though the song that's the biggest song for our new buddy from Train, who's a big Mariners fan now,
Pat Monahan.
Yeah, Pat Monahan.
Or you think Kraken fan?
Look up, that's right, Kraken fan. Big Seattle guy now. But you look up Little Drops of Jupiter, look up the lyrics to that. They make no freaking sense, and it's the biggest hit in the world.
So what? A lot of songs make no sense, but oh blah da, life going like shut up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think those are for the ladies. Ladies love the songs that make no sense. I want something that makes sense in my life.
Was it something I said or something I did? Did the words not come out right? I tried not to hurt you, though I tried, but I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorns.
Who do you think he's singing to? Is he singing to the roadie?
To a hot bitch.
Yeah, to a hot bitch. All right. He is not singing to Danny.
Poetry, man.
Yeah. Every rose, I'm sorry, every rose has its thorn.
Every rose does have a thorn, though.
It's the cheesiest, okay? Now, I think this next one is the second cheesiest.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
well,
for me on the list.
I love that Poison. I loved Poison, though.
Oh, no.
My parents hated Poison because I had a giant wall poster, a door poster, the one that covered the entire door. You had to pay extra for that. And it was Poison. And it was just them in peak makeup, packing their pants phase with tight spandex, and that's what my parents had to see every time they went upstairs.
That's
the exact one. Vicky found it.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Man,
Is that just?
I wish I had it. I would put it in one of our rooms.
The only reason I know Poison is because of Rock of Ages. Like I didn't know every rose has its thorn until it was immortalized in that movie, and it was like, oh, okay. But it's such a cheesy thing as well.
Every time I hear this song, I remember. I think it was the Ted Smith and possibly you, Steve, singing it, and I can't unhear it whenever I hear it. I hear it in your guys' voices.
We did it on that. We did that bit where we used to sing songs, and people had to guess what song we were singing. Nice.
Oh my God!
And the song "Nothing But a Good Time." That was on that record too. Mama don't dance, but your dad don't rock and roll.
Whoa! That's an old song that was covered.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's Kenny Loggins and Messina right there, I believe.
Well, they did it better.
I would argue. Dead against that one, sir. But that's all right. All right, so every rose has its thorn.
I'm listening to Poison today.
Yeah, for me, you know what? You go ahead. I'm going to let you take that job. And look, that to me is the cheesiest on this list. This to me is the second cheesiest song, according to Loudwire, the cheesiest heavy metal ballads of all time.
Shut up.
Yeah, sorry.
Underrated band, Cinderella. That guy's voice. Tom Kiefer.
I won't argue about the voice. The guy's got a good voice.
He had the best metal voice.
Yeah.
Man, you're making me Google. My Google search is on fire right now to remember other songs. Did they do the Round and Round song? Round and round.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Cinderella, man. You have to remember that granted, I don't have great musical taste for rock, but as a new wave guy, so it was
Rat.
Just, my bad. Sorry. Oh, Rat. Sorry, but another fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. This band, not to be confused with Ice House, because there was a band called Ice House, but this one from Firehouse.
Oh, I hated this one. I didn't like Firehouse. I don't know why. They sound no different than any of the other.
And they look no different than any of the other ones.
They bothered me.
Yeah, well, I think because they showed you the truth of how garbagey all this was.
I don't think I liked his hair.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. That's enough. Get out, pal.
Yeah.
This
poser.
Look, God, I hate this look so bad. And to see early versions of, is it Pearl Jam early or even Nirvana, some of the guys?
Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, definitely. Because they were a glam metal band before they became Alice in Chains.
Yeah, to see some of those dudes dress up like that, like,
teased hair.
Yeah, to see Mike McCready a little bit like, they were
all
like, come on, boys.
Dude, they were all hair metal guys.
Yeah, I know. And I think they understood. Now, this went over here. This guy, to me, totally typified the whatever, just the ridiculousness of the genre. Nelson. Like
guy, they were twins, brother.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Basically, the Nelson family, because they're the descendants of Ozzie and Harriet, right? If I'm not
they were
mistaken.
the son of the guy Nelson.
There you go.
They were solely for the ladies.
Yeah.
I didn't know any dudes that were into Nelson. Like, we all were like, I don't know why you pick and choose. Like, they all looked basically the same. But we're like, no, those guys are just way too girly for us.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, they're no different than Poison. But
They did have
Poison were dudes.
They did have a different look, though. There was a slightly, different, like, lady-friendly look to those guys, I would say. And, of course, their dad was Ricky Nelson, big pop star back in the day. And, of course, their parents. Talk about Nepo babies or whatever. That whole family was just like Entertainment Central because Ozzie and Harriet, big TV show back in the day, and they were the grandparents.
BJ, you skip one we absolutely have to put in
what
there.
did I... Oh, yeah. Well, I saved the best for last.
You did, because this is a ballad, but it's about murdering a woman so that she can stay with you.
Oh, wait a second. I don't know. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, dude.
That's what this is about?
The song is insane by Motley Crue.
Oh, it says it's based on a true story in the video. What? They're singing about some dude that murdered a chick?
There's a line and it says, but killing you helped me keep you home.
Oh, dude, and they sang a song. And
I guess it was bad, because love can be sad, but we finally made the news.
And it says it's based on a true story in the video.
I don't know if it's a true story on what one of the members did, but I'm sure there's lots of awful stories. But how about they're like, this is a messed up story. We should write a love song about it.
Dude, that is so disturbing. It just goes to show you the times. You could not do that today.
The first line is, the blade of my knife faced away from your heart.
Whoa, that is so horrible.
Those last few nights, it turned and sliced you apart.
You get into some of like emo bands these days, and they would definitely write a song like this. It's
They
like
would
that
take
whole morbid. Yeah.
Really? And nobody would be pissed at them? Like writing a song about a dude killing his girl to keep her?
100%, I think it would happen.
But that's true love.
Yeah.
Look at this. The guy says, the love I tell, now I feel lonely as hell from this padded prison cell.
Till death to us part, man.
Yeah.
I cannot believe in today's climate you can write a song like that and think that people aren't going to go, dude, that's wrong.
That would require me paying attention to lyrics, but I'm sure there are songs out there.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Like we make fun of John Cusack with a boombox stalking somebody going, you can't make movies like that anymore. You can still make songs that are like talking about a guy killing a woman to keep her as her guy.
According to one story Vicky just found, it says that in his memoir, The Heroin Diaries, Nikki Sixx said the song was inspired by a relationship in his own life.
Okay.
I can't imagine that he actually killed anybody.
Well, geez, that's a hell of an admission. I think somebody should do a murder podcast and investigate that.
But
whole
it's like
thing.
today's the day when someone, like, when this list came out and people are like, wait a second.
Wow.
Lyrically, that's kind of weird. We should check with Nikki Sixx.
Yeah. Hey, Selena Gomez, you might want to get Steve Martin and Martin Short to investigate this because that seems very bizarre.
Tied up smiling, I thought you were happy. Never opened your eyes. I thought you were napping. Well, I got so much to learn about love in this world, but we finally made the news.
God, that is so bad. And that's
You're all I need. Make you only mine. I loved you.
Wow. I would like
So
to...
I set you free. I had to take your life, BJ.
So I would like to say, Nikki, what really happened in that relationship?
Apparently, he thinks she had an affair on him. And so probably he created this fantasy of murdering her. It's what most people do, BJ.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's fair.
It's the darkest power ballad, I think, ever.
Wow, is that dark?
And I never even knew the lyrics about it, honestly, until I read this story and said the lyrics is about murdering someone. I'm like, no, it's not. And then you read it, you're like, I was singing along to this at their concert when I saw them on this tour.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I think the disturbing thing for me is if you watch the video, it says based on a true story, and you go, what part of it is true? Like, because you're choking them.
Loosely based, BJ.
Yeah, very. I mean, wow. All right, well, there you go. Your cheesiest power ballads of all time. Right there, according to Loudwire.
Pretty crazy.
Very crazy.
Oh, someone said there's a pop song by, is it SZA or SCA?
I think it's SZA, yeah.
Called Kill My Ex. It's a top song right now.
Yeah. See, I will say this, though. SZA is female.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking right now as a dude, I don't know if you can write songs about killing anybody who's a woman who you're in relationship with. It's not fair, but I just feel like you would get canceled.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't spent any time.
Is that Ed Sheeran's next song? He's trying to go country. Is he going to write a country song about killing his ex?
I mean, you never know.
I mean, Taylor Swift, that's the next thing. She hasn't gone that far to kill her ex, so she's complaining about him a lot. Maybe that's the next thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if she has a song where it has like kind of like one of those moments in it.
I would love to hear that. I haven't.
Well, you know what? Today, why don't you just listen to every single Taylor Swift song?
All right, I'll get back to you on that.
And Google the lyrics and read them as you're singing.
Since we're talking about music, how about this fake band? There's a fake band that just made it onto the Billboard charts. Yeah, I'm going to tell you all about this at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com. Nobody said adulting would be easy. Between work, family, chores, and activities, life can get real messy real fast. Good thing there's Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner. Simple Green tackles even the toughest cleanup jobs in every room of your house. Simple Green has been a trusted cleaning brand for nearly 50 years, and it's now available in both lemon and lavender scents. So you get a cleaner that not only works hard, but leaves your home smelling fresh. Even better, Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner is U.S. EPA Safer Choice certified for use around people, pets, and plants. Stronger, safer, fresher. That's the cleaning experience we all want, right? When life gets messy, Simple Green gets it clean. This stuff literally removes dirt, grease, and stains from any washable surface in your home. Visit simplegreen.com today to view their complete product lineup and discover where to buy in your area.
At Columbia College, you can invest in your future without sacrificing today. Online, in-class, and virtual options save you time and money. Take the first step toward earning your accredited degree. Classes start soon. Learn more at yourfuture.ccis.edu.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem are one of the greatest fake bands of all time, according to Danny V.
I mean, there's a good argument for them being definitely a top 5.
And how about these Muppets have now made it into the Billboard charts, thanks to the Disney Plus show Muppets Mayhem.
Is anyone watching that? I've heard it's awesome.
I have not.
You haven't? No,
I haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting for Lily to get here, and when she gets here, that's going to be a binge watch.
It, yeah.
Yeah, apparently the Disney Plus show's soundtrack debuted at number 13 on the Kids Albums charts. And here's their version of Rock and Roll All Night off of the soundtrack.
Dr. Teeth just got sued by Gene Simmons for doing that. It's kind of sad.
You know what's interesting is, I mean, it sounds good. I wonder who the band is. Like, if we'll ever find out who the folks are that are being in this band.
And also the production, I mean, is better than the studio production of the Kiss records from back in the day. I mean, that was always the argument, was like their live stuff was made them big because the album stuff didn't sound all that great. And that sounded really good.
Yeah, it did.
So this is a Kids record?
Yeah, and frankly, it's so funny because that's, like you said, it's a rock song that sounds good. Granted, a rock song that's, 35, 40 years old.
I got to imagine maybe even longer.
You might be right. It might be 50-something years old.
50, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay. All right, good for them.
Huh, so who's the singer? Dave, wait, no. Uncle Joey's the singer?
Oh, it says vocals for the members.
Dave Coulier?
Dave Coulier is one of the vocals, apparently.
What?
I Googled it.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
I don't know if he's the lead vocalist, but how cool is Dave Coulier being, unless he's the voice of one of the...
He must be the voice of one of the characters.
Oh, and he's just getting...
Is there a way to find that out? Like, who does Dave Coulier the voice of in the Muppets?
I wouldn't be surprised if you go to IMDb. Yeah. Muppets, whatever. That's pretty cool.
So is Muppets Mayhem on Apple TV
Plus?
Okay.
Yeah.
Disney, right? Isn't that
Disney Plus? Disney Plus.
Oh, Disney Plus. My bad.
Okay, I was like...
Disney owns the Muppets.
Yeah.
So if you got Disney Plus, you're in.
All right, so that poses the question then. I wonder for you guys. I mean, they're one of the best fictional bands, but are they your favorite fictional band?
Oh, no. The favorite fictional band is the Monkees for me.
The Monkees, which became an actual band, though.
Yeah, that's why I love them, is they were a fictional band that ended up making some really good tunes.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think. I mean, that's a tough one now, trying to think of like Eddie and the Cruisers from when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was a pretty good. Who did that? I remember the dude's real name. Because we used to credit him when we played the song.
Yeah,
we played their song, and it was we gave the real band the name. Whoever the real. Oh man, I can't remember who it was.
What was the song again? We just talked about
On the Dark Side.
On the Dark Side.
And yeah, it was a guy that we knew. And like I'd heard the name in the world of music before, the one that originally
John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
And they were a band that I had heard of before, so it was really cool that they got, even though they weren't the singers, they were the guys that originally did the song.
Which is, I mean,
on the dark side.
You go Eddie and the Cruisers, you should definitely has been called Eddie and the Beavers or something like that. They give them a nod.
Yeah, Eddie and the Beavers.
Eddie and the Beavers.
There you go. Yeah.
Also, update just real quick. I'm not seeing Dave Coulier doing any of the Muppets.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So he just did the song, according to what you found, Vicky? That's so weird if he was on the song.
Yeah, I typed in who are the singers of Dr. Teeth and Electric Mayhem, and it says these are the members, and a couple other people I don't
maybe
recognize.
At one point he did something, but maybe not in the current show.
All right, well.
Oh, you know what? It's a good one. Spinal Tap. Someone just texted in.
Oh, yeah.
For fictional bands.
Yeah, your favorite fictional band.
Steel Dragon.
Steel Dragon from what the
Rockstar.
Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
But then he quit the band to become a grunge folk singer-songwriter in Seattle.
Dude, I love that movie for so many reasons. And I mean, like going with our last topic of the hair metal bands, and it's like that is such a fun document. I mean, I think it's even listed as a comedy where it's just like what happened to hair metal, and then like the Seattle grunge just came and killed it.
It's so great. And I think it's like loosely based on the story of Judas Priest.
I think you said yes. I think you're right.
Right? Because there's like Ripper Owens. He was a fan that then became the lead singer of Judas Priest for a little bit.
Yeah.
So do you count like do you count Steel Panther?
No,
because I mean they are a band, but they're a parody of.
It's not fictional though.
Yeah, you're right. It's not. It's a tough one with them.
It's not tough at all. It's cut and dry, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're right. They make
write their own songs.
They write their own songs.
They weren't based off of like a TV show or a movie or something like that. They were just their own thing.
Then Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
That's a fictional band.
Sis and Dick from Singles.
Yeah. The Archies, because they had a song.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
Sugar Sugar, which was sampled. I forget what hip hop song sampled Sugar Sugar, but it was they were fictional.
There is one I don't think you guys are going to know, but maybe Danny remembers. It's called the Hex Girls, and they're from a Scooby-Doo movie, I think, with the witch's ghost. And they definitely were the beginning of me questioning whether I liked girls or guys and goth girls in general, because they were just like these sexy.
I've heard of the Hex Girls.
Band.
Oh wow! It was animated. It was animated.
It was animated, and I think this was maybe like the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. Oh, and this sparked a lot of things for me, if you will.
All right.
Both in like, hey, I like the goth stuff, but I also maybe like the goth ladies.
Right, bro. I like boobies.
Yeah.
Not just that, but yes.
Dude, I forgot one. Here's a good one. For my fellow Lost fans, Drive Shaft.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, Charlie's band.
I mean, they were basically Oasis. There's him and his brother. They fought a lot. That was awesome.
Forgot about Drive Shaft, yes.
Drive Shaft were the best.
I got one for you, Steve. The Lone Rangers.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Airheads.
I don't.
The Wild Stallions.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted.
All right.
There's so many great fake bands.
Yeah. All right. I'm digging it.
Someone said, was it Death Clock? Oh, and they're actually going on tour, but they're a fictional band, but they're on tour with Baby Metal.
That's funny.
Death Clock.
It's like a metal band. There's a cartoon.
Metalocalypse.
So then would you call the Gorillaz that way?
See, I know some people might consider them because it's a fictional band that is actual people in the band, though. I know it's a way like they're
very weird. Yeah.
They're cartoon versions of themselves.
Yeah.
And they're a band, although like one member's actually like a gorilla, and like it's kind of, but it's a real band.
Yeah, it's definitely it's on the line right there. You know, it's definitely vibing.
If it was a cartoon first and then became a band, then I'd be like, yeah, it's a fictional band. But the fact that they were just a band that wanted to kind of sort of be anonymous,
and
created like a cartoon persona, I don't think that makes them fictional.
Yeah, it's. I'm trying to think, man, because Miley Cyrus did a fictional that's when she did the 9 Inch Nails song. It was from a Black Mirror episode, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Was she playing like a character?
She was playing a character who was a pop star that did rock, but it wasn't her. She wasn't Miley Cyrus in the episode.
So she'd be a fictional artist.
Yeah, so that's saying she was in a band singing this song, and so I guess that works.
What about Stillwater from the movie Almost Famous? Someone just texted in.
Yeah.
That's a very good one.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of fake bands out there.
Someone said, Hez Girls and Shigo are the reason for my love of goth girls.
Okay. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I said that from the movie Euro Trip, the Scotty Doesn't Know, the song.
Oh.
Lustra.
What's the name of it?
The name of the band is Lustra.
Lustra?
Yeah, that's what they go by.
Was that the fake band or the real band?
I don't know. I know that we play it at emo night, and that's what the band comes up as.
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know. It's funny that's like a fictional song that's still a hit.
Oh yeah, you can listen to that and start playing it anywhere, and everyone will start singing it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. And when you think about it, any show at all that had music. Well, gosh, where do you put Little Dicky and Dave?
Well, Dave's an actual. Lil Dicky is a hip hop artist. It's not fictional. He started as a hip hop artist and then became a TV show about his hip hop exploits.
Yeah. So you're right. So it's a weird thing. I'm trying to because what was that? Oh dang! It was on Fox. It was that show about the music show that had Taraji P. Henson and all those
Empire.
Yep. Like there were some songs in there.
Drip, drop, drip, drip,
yeah,
drop.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, that was fake, right? That was everything was fake in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They had a couple like fun hip hop songs in that in the first season.
Yeah. All right. And then do we count the guys that did like the Peacemaker guys, like the song they sing in Peacemaker at the opening of the episode where they're all singing they're dancing and singing to that song?
I think
that's an actual band.
That's an actual band.
Oh, that's a real song? Oh, I thought that was for the show.
No, that's an actual band. They had like a research. They broke up. And then that song was used. And I think they might have got back together because, like, oh crap, we're really popular again.
Oh damn! All right.
Do you want to taste it? Yeah, Wigwam.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We talked about Wigwam. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're still a band again, or maybe they gave it a shot. But that song is. Oh man, that song is great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that song.
Man. Hey, you guys remember the pizza shop owner who offered free pizza for a year in exchange for Taylor Swift tickets?
Yes.
And we were like, okay. Turns out. The dude got his wish. This guy, Xander White, his wife, really wanted to see Tay-Tay, but tickets, very expensive, very hard to get. So, they're in New Orleans. They got a pizza joint, and they're like, hey, man, how would you like free pizza for a year to Z's Pizzeria if you give us tickets? And this woman, Janine, was on Facebook, saw the offer, and she was going to Taylor's Houston show with a friend, and they had 2 extra tickets, so They made it happen for these 2.
That answers my question because I was like, who's giving up their tickets just for pizza? But if you had extra, maybe they bought them and someone bailed out. I still feel like you probably could have made a pretty penny.
You really could have, man.
Unless you're just like, you know what? We did the math and I'm going to eat a lot of freaking pizza.
She says, yeah, I get it for a full year. Going to try to go to this place as often as I can. She said, but I'm trying to stay healthy. That's always a challenge. But
don't do this
pizza.
deal if you're trying to stay healthy.
I feel like they're trying to be nice.
Yeah, they look like nice. They're older ladies, and they look really nice.
And Facebook is like, oh, like we're doing a nice thing for everybody. We're Facebook buddies. Because you're right, she could probably get a ton for those ticks.
Yeah, unless they were like, we got them for free or whatever, and they're like, you know what, we'll pay it forward, but we could get some free pizza out of the deal.
That wouldn't stop Steve from me if he had free ticks from selling them for big money.
I've never sold tickets.
Well, Taylor Swift might change your mind.
If I got them for free, I wouldn't.
Really?
No.
Wow.
I've always said, like,
wow.
Do work. We've gotten our fair share over the time. Not every concert, but sometimes you can get extra pair of tickets to a show. And I've had friends be like, dude, what do I owe you for this? And they're fully ready to pay me ticket face value or more. And I'm like, they're free. And they're like, no, I owe you something. I'm like, all it cost me was an email to my coworker. Like, I'm not going to charge you. I don't feel right about that.
You're a better man than me.
Thank you. I know.
Like in that scenario where you're just taking your friends, that's different. But when it comes to something as insane as what these Taylor Swift tickets are going for, like you normally are not going to get a free ticket that has that kind of value.
If I bought Taylor Swift tickets and then I realized I have an extra pair or an extra couple tickets or whatever, and I'm like, and I paid for them, I'd have no problem then selling them.
So what you're saying is the station, if you bought tickets, the station gave you free tickets, then you're selling the ticket you bought.
Yes.
Okay. Well, all right. There we go.
Yes.
Unless
the tickets I bought were better, then I'll sell the station. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Joke.
Of course. Yeah. You got to. No, you take the better tickets.
No, but honestly, like if I had bought tickets and then the station gave me some tickets and I looked at them, I'm like, the tickets I bought are better, I would just give away the tickets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not me.
I just don't feel right about it, and B, like, I don't want to lose my job because I try to sell a pair of tickets that I got for free.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying if you could get off scot-free and nobody knew.
I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, see, I would. Again, we're talking four figures. I mean, when do you get that kind of money for tickets?
I always find
never.
Yeah. It's like Super Bowl tickets, man. It's like, if I can make some cash, why wouldn't I do it? Because it's just crazy money.
I do always find it funny, too, because a lot of those tickets that we get are all in the same section. So it's like all of a sudden radio person, two randos, radio person. It's like, how did you guys get these tickets? Oh, I bought them off this guy named Steve in the alley.
I did.
I gave him $2,000 a ticket.
Yeah.
It was a good deal, right? And I have to give him pizza for a year.
So making that deal.
Steve Figs, I think is his name. I'm not sure.
Steve Figs is a great guy. $4,000, and I'm at Taylor Swift.
Dude, you're right, Danny. Like that would be the lock too. Like let's just say that one time you're like, you know what? I'm going to get greedy and I'm going to sell them, and then it's like the tickets are next to the person that I got the tickets from work.
Yeah, boy. That's a lot of money to pay for a ticket to go see a show.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like even if it was Game 7 of the World Series and it's I want to see this. It's my team. Mm-hmm. Game 7 of a hockey playoff game or whatever. Just the big one, the big like this is the game. It's going to determine the championship.
What would be your cap?
Oh man. Maybe $1,000 for a pair. I might pay $500 for a pair of tickets to Game 7 of a championship game.
What about Super Bowl and your favorite, the Seahawks?
Your favorite team, whoever your favorite team is.
Let's just say you're a diehard Seahawks fan.
I think $500 as far as I go for a ticket.
For a ticket,
and I'm only going with somebody else. Like so $1,000 is the capper, which means I'm not going.
I paid a lot more than $500 for a ticket to go see the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. That's the most I've ever paid. I would never do it again.
Yeah,
just way more than $500 a ticket.
I love watching a live experience. For me, live football to me, it's great being around all the people, but I think depending on where I am, you miss a lot.
Yeah, but it's just so you can experience going to the Super Bowl. There was a lot of factors, but like Dan and I had that conversation when we were with the Kraken in the playoffs. Like it was like I think my cap is I'm not paying, and even that I didn't do it because there was a couple times where we might have been able to do it, but it was like $200 a ticket. If it goes over more than $200 a ticket, I'm absolutely out.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And I would have that same. I don't even think I would pay more than $200 for a ticket in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unless there's like Game 7, maybe.
Yes, I'll go $500
for a ticket.
Yeah, for again, it's the deciding championship game for my team.
Man, Game 7 would be a tough one because there's a very good chance at that point. It went 7 games, so there's a very good chance they're going to win. They're on home ice.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's got to be home ice. Now, if it's away ice, I'm going to go a little less.
If anything, that's true.
Yeah.
If anything, I would make my way down there and hope that you know what I mean? Because that's part of the fun would be as soon as the game's over, the spill out and the celebratory high fives.
You know what? I'll be there with my free company tickets. $200, $300. I'll make that deal with you right there, Steve. I'll do it. You'd be like, wait a minute. Where'd you get these? Don't ask.
Then the question is, would you do the old, like I've always questioned, like, how about showing up after the puck is dropped? Like maybe 10 minutes into the first period, would you still drop good coin to get into the game because it's Game 7?
Ooh. Well, if you can guarantee me less coin than I would have paid for to get the tickets up
definitely.
Front. Yeah, then I can do that after the first puck drop.
See, I want to be there though for that first puck drop. That's like the hardest part. Is like, do you want to miss that moment when the team first comes out on the ice?
Yeah.
But you could also save probably several $100
you're right. I suppose if I can watch a video, if somebody puts it on,
Well, they have the videos outside the arena.
Oh, all right. I'll watch the video outside the arena. Then I'll go in and I'll feel like I was there.
Or sit at a bar across the street. There's that one bar that's directly across the street from Climate Pledge.
I'll do that and get and watch the festivities there, and then pop over and get myself a cheaper ticket
and just yell uncontrollably loud.
Yeah,
that way at least you feel like you're there.
Well, and you know what? The older I get, I'll mix the memories of me being there and thinking I was there for the opening thing.
Yeah, no one's gonna know. You just lie.
I'll tell everybody. Oh, the opening things were amazing, dude.
Dude, I sang the national anthem. Do you don't remember that?
Woo! And boy, I didn't pay anywhere near what everybody else paid. I got such a deal.
Bonkers. Someone said I paid $600 for one ticket to Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals in Boston back in 2019.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But if that's your team,
again, Game 7. If I'm going to pay $500, I'll pay $200 for Game 2, maybe $250, but it's got to be Game 7.
Here's my stupid rationale.
It's got to be Game 7.
If I'm not going with like a buddy like Danny or something like someone like, and I'm going with my wife, I'm going to pay for both tickets. Obviously, like it's not like
what a guy.
Well, I mean,
you're amazing.
So to me, that would be like if I'm going by myself, $600 in my head. I'm like, that's like $300 a ticket because I'm just going by myself.
I want to be there for the conversation. Good news, honey. Got ourselves a pair of tickets. You're going to need to come up with $500, though. Honey, what? I know it's a lot of money, but I know you can do it. And don't worry. If you don't, I got some people that will.
If not, I'll cover it. But, we'll work out a payment plan.
Yeah.
I'll just say, I'll take your wages from coaching CrossFit and just put it directly into my account. That's also your account. But, you got to pay me back.
Yeah, not a problem. We get that done.
She'll be like, I don't even want to go to the game that bad.
Yeah, it's $500 right now, please. Thank you. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What do you have if you're suffering from circadian dysthymia?
Vertigo?
No.
You've got a headache?
No.
You're tired?
No.
Sorry, no, buddy. You must have had some jet lag when answering that question, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, you want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-803-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We're going to do that at 8:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I figure out who my creditors are?
People a lot of times have had a long time of not having good credit and having collections, and so they're concerned that you may be concerned that you won't be able to find all your creditors if you file bankruptcy. How will I know which collection agency has my credit card bill from 10 years ago now? And that's something that's hard to keep track of because credit collection agencies transfer your debts all over the place. But we will pull all your credit bureaus, and by getting all three of your credit bureaus, we'll be able to tell who has your credit and debt now, which collection agencies have had it in the past, and we'll make sure that we file all your creditors when we file your bankruptcy so that nothing slips through the cracks.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Invest in your future on your schedule at Columbia College. Earn an accredited degree faster with 8-week classes starting 6 times a year. Go at your own pace as you build your future. Learn more at yourfuture.ccis.edu.
Hey y'all, it's Garth, the Big 615. You're going to hear the newest that country music has to offer. At the same time, you're going to hear the newest that the country classics have to offer. I want to hear the new single from George Strait, and I want to hear it right beside the new single from Luke Combs. That's the thing we call the Big 615.
Download the free TuneIn app from the App Store. That's TuneIn. Or ask your device to play the Big 615 on TuneIn.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Avenged Sevenfold. They're coming back.
Hell yeah.
Oh, October style, too.
I know, dude. In that White River Amphitheater.
No, it's actually at the Tacoma Dome.
Oops, at the Tacoma Dome.
But otherwise, you know. You know what? You're in the know, buddy.
Yeah,
You're
why
informed.
would we have a show in October at the White River Amphitheater?
Because that's how you get the discount ticket.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
For some reason, I had it in my head because I know we're giving away pit tickets, and I just thought that my brain's not working right.
You're doing great, though. You know what? I'm very proud of you, what you've accomplished in this industry.
Yes.
But you know what, Steve? I think you know how they can win tickets, right? You know that, don't you?
Yeah, by going to the White River Amphitheater to get them, right?
No. You got to go to... Just log in and listen to KISW on the Odyssey app, AUDACY, Odyssey, or log in and listen on KISW.com. And Steve, you at least know what they have to do, right?
The more you listen, the more chances you get. All you have to do is listen. Each hour you listen, that's another entry to win tickets to see Avenged Sevenfold at the Tacoma Dome, BJ.
Yeah.
October 2nd.
Yeah, that's it.
The day before my birthday.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're coming to town. It's the day before your birthday.
I'm Shadows. It's like, I got to come celebrate with Migs.
Would you like to get more information about how to get these tickets to Avenged Sevenfold? Then
don't write me.
Don't ask Steve. But you can go to KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
Happy Friday, Junior.
Yes.
How about that, man?
I'm loving the excitement.
Oh, it's very exciting. I mean, the weather has been really something, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's smoky or hazy. I'm getting a little worried.
Or that could just be the curtain.
It could be the blinds.
Yeah.
They make things,
we have blinds down?
Hey. Look at that.
No, I mean,
it's a little foggy out there.
Yeah, I saw on the weather app, it did say smoke. I'm like, wait, what? And then I heard there was a fire going on up north of us.
Oh, great.
Already. It's May, and we have fires burning.
Aye.
I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, if it's not climate change, then would somebody tell me what it is so we can fix it? Because I'm tired of it.
Tacoma Dome.
Oh, it's the Tacoma Dome? I knew they were responsible for something.
If you haven't noticed, Steve's brain is on point today, so
Yeah,
that
it
means
is.
Dan has a chance. Dan from Seattle, are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Danny.
All right, Steve, please get out of here. For those playing at home, Dan has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you do only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Ready.
Beginning with the letter P, what is a group of porcupines called?
Pass.
What is added to bread to make it swell?
Yeast.
Yes.
Noise.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is located in what Midwestern U.S. state?
Nashville.
No.
Ohio.
Yes.
Nice
in what
work.
in what Asian country was tea invented?
Japan.
No.
China.
Yes.
That's it.
What sport features strikers and sweepers?
Soccer.
Yes. What is the real first name of rapper Eminem?
Marshall Mathers.
What is the longest running Broadway show ever?
Cats.
No.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yes. In atoms, what carries a positive charge?
Proton.
Yes. Katy Perry has a child with what actor?
Pass.
What is the English translation of the area in Cuba called Bahia de Cochinos?
Oh, wow.
I do not know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Correct, though.
Not too bad. Let me ask you and Danny real quick. So the question about tea is very easy if you know the old adage, like I wouldn't do this for all the blank and blank. Do you guys know that for all the tea in China?
Yes.
You know that one?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yep. So I'm not too old for that one yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if Zoomers know it, though.
I mean, you're old, but, you know.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I have no idea because
I'm
also
betting.
an old lady.
I am. Because I just saw a list recently of all the phrases that like young people, young millennials and Zoomers do not know, and I bet that's one of them that they have no idea what that means.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We do have a game to get to. Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes! Go for it, Steve.
Let's go.
Beginning with the letter P, what is a group of porcupines called?
Potluck?
No.
A potluck of porcupines.
A porkies?
No.
Okay.
A patriarch?
No.
Oh, my God.
What is added to bread to make it swell?
Yeast.
Yes. Okay. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is located in what Midwestern U.S. state?
That would be Ohio.
Yes. In what Asian country was tea invented? Jesus.
What the criminy?
What?
What's wrong with you?
I did. I said excuse me.
Sorry, I've got a 4-year-old. What Asian country was tea invented?
I'm going to go with China.
Yes.
Yeah, good job.
What sport features strikers and sweepers?
Curling.
No.
Strikers and sweepers. Lacrosse?
No.
How about
soccer?
Yes.
There we go.
What is the real first name of rapper Eminem?
Marshall.
Yes. What is the longest running Broadway show ever?
Les Mis?
No.
Cats?
No.
No.
What other stupid plays are there?
You can do this.
Aladdin.
No.
Aladdin, he says.
In atoms, what carries a positive charge?
Protons.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. Not enough for a win, buddy. 7-6.
Nice work, Dan. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
That was for my family.
Oh, you know what, Dan? Your family, they got a good good guy named Dan in their family.
Is it Phantom of the Opera?
Yes,
it is. Would have been the tiebreaker. Would have been the tiebreaker. And you wouldn't have got this. Oh, Stevie.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. What's wrong with you, Steve?
Does anybody know what a group of porcupines is called?
Okay, there's two possibilities. Danny, the first one you got to get.
Oh, no, I know what it's called.
Oh, what is it?
It's called a prickle.
It's a prickle.
Is it really a prickle of porcupines?
Yeah.
Oh, based on your reaction, you clearly were not right.
No.
You judgmental F.
Well, you didn't even say pack. Pack would have at least been a good guess.
It's wrong.
But you didn't even guess it.
Because I knew it was wrong.
Oh, sure you did.
What's the second one, Smarty Pants?
A posse of porcupines, I thought might be.
Now that I like.
All right.
Okay, those are both awesome. But
I actually like that more than a prickle.
Prickle?
I just love the word prickle.
How do you know that, Danny?
Because there was a bunch of porcupines up in northern New Mexico where my family was from, and my grandpa would always be like, "There's a prickle of porcupines."
Oh, okay.
So funny.
How about Grandpa taught you something? You know, this is why I hate the English language. It's like, they thought of it because of the little prickly things that they have. Let's call a whole bunch of them a prickle.
We're the prickles.
You know what? That's what you call a bunch of people that are a-holes.
Wow. I kind of want to now create a children's book about the prickles, a family of porcupines.
Do it, buddy.
Mr.
Go ahead.
Mrs. Prickle.
Yeah.
Oh, phenomenal. I'm here for it.
And their favorite fruit is pickles. Pickles.
Pickles. The pricklesy pickles.
I thought you were going to say prickly pears.
That works too.
And prickly pears for dinner.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's page 1.
That's all you need is page 1, buddy. You've got a winner.
Done. There were two that you didn't get to. Katy Perry as a child with what actor?
Russell Brand.
No.
Oh,
who? Another actor she's been with?
Orlando Bloom.
Married to, yeah.
I keep forgetting they're together.
She'll forever be with Russell Brand in my
That
eyes.
baby must be beautiful. I mean, seriously, the genes of those two and that.
What if it's two positive equal negative?
That would be horrible for that poor kid.
I believe her name is Daisy.
Yep.
Oh,
Daisy Bloom.
Daisy Bloom.
And honestly, nothing's going to be horrible for that kid. Both of her parents are rich as F.
Yeah,
Right.
true. And she's got the greatest name ever, Daisy Bloom.
And the last one that you didn't get to is, what is the English translation of the area in Cuba called Bahía de Cochinos? Another word I love to say.
The area in Cuba.
Cochinos.
That I should know that, and I don't.
Bahia.
I'm going to say Havana. I don't know.
Bahia
de Cochinos.
the Valley of the Dolls.
I know you're looking at me like I should be able to get it.
I'm trying to see where your brain's going, see if I can read your mind.
Yeah, it's
the
not
Valley
working.
of the Cochillas.
No. Bahia, the first one does start with a B.
Bahia.
Battle of the I don't
Baby
know.
metal.
Should we know this?
Bay of Pigs.
Oh, Bay of Pigs.
Yeah, I was never gonna get that
Cochinos. So at least in Mexican Spanish, cochino is like a little pig, but it can also be referred to like if you're being gross. It's like, ay, cochino. Like I would call Steve cochino.
You know what? I never realized there was a real Bay of Pigs during that whole thing. You know what I mean? I always thought that was just what they called a situation. I didn't know there was a Bay of Pigs.
Yeah,
well, now you do.
area.
Oh, all right.
Bahia de Cochinos.
I learned something today.
You won't remember.
No,
No, he won't.
All right, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is your time. You pick the topic, you guide the show. Text us, call us, however you want to do it, 206-803-ROCK. Whatever you want to talk about, we got your calls and texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Kia of Puyallup. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. Whatever it is you want to talk about, make sure you follow Steve's rule.
It's a simple rule, and that's to show some energy and bring it, BJ. Otherwise, you're getting gonged. And we're going to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
And maybe even say...
What's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Yes.
206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text.
Someone just texted, Migs, is it just me, or does John Cena starting to look a lot like Jim Varney? You know, Ernest from those movies, LOL.
Ooh,
that's
good
so funny.
call.
Somebody once said that, and now I cannot unsee it. I don't know if you've seen Cena recently. You know, he still looks great, obviously. He's in great shape, but like as he's gotten older, his face, he almost looks like as if Jim Varney got on a cycle.
Yeah, dude, you're right. Now that you said it, I can't unsee it.
Right, he's like a Jack Jim Varney.
Yeah, that's funny.
May he rest in peace. I think John Cena needs to redo the Jim Varney films.
You know, at
Ernest
this point,
goes to camp, and Ernest goes to wrestle.
He's definitely
Ernest goes to make peace.
Yeah,
with Italy.
You know, Jim Varney. I should say, John Cena has shown that he's got good acting chops and comedic.
Oh, God, yeah. He's great.
Yeah,
and apparently he's really good in the new Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, that's right. He's in that.
He's in Fast 10.
Yeah, Fast 10. Fast 10, your seatbelts.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of funny.
Oh, my God.
You didn't pick up on that? That's awesome. You just blew Vicky's mind.
Yeah, because we all thought it was Fast X.
Yeah, but no, it's Fast 10.
Yeah, Fast 10. Fast 10, your seatbelts. Yeah, I'll see that at some point. They're always entertaining movies.
Yeah, once it comes out on like one of the on-demand free opportunities, I'll watch it.
Unless Joey Dees wants to go see it. Every once in a while, Joey Dees says no.
He's too good for it?
Yeah. I forget. There was somebody who I knew in my life that used to like the movie, so I would go with them because they like to go. I thought it was Joey Dees, but it's not.
Some father you are. I don't remember the movies that your son likes.
I'm a horrible father. You're right about that. I'll have to fix that up somehow. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call and text.
Earlier we were talking about reselling concert tickets. If we got like free ones from work, would we resell them? And I'm like, no, I just don't feel right reselling a ticket that I got for free from the radio station. But a texter says a long time ago, there was a radio contest for KISW where I won front row tickets to see AC/DC. It was a front row promotional ticket. I saw that these things were going for about $600 cash money. Tacoma Dome, AC/DC. I got cash in my pocket. Thanks, guys, for the tickets.
Yeah, man. Again, once you get them, do what you want.
Oh, yeah, I don't begrudge it. If a listener wins tickets and they want to resell them, go crazy.
So if you get tickets, it's still the free tickets being sold. I don't know. I think we can really walk that line.
Well, if I had front row tickets to see AC/DC, I think I'd rather just go see AC/DC.
Oh, especially if it's free.
Yeah, even if I knew I could make $600 off of it.
Yeah. See, for me, that's... Yeah, I think I got to make four figures because I'm assuming it's a pair of tickets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to make four figures before I decide I'm going to sell them.
So if someone said, hey, I know you, Collective Soul.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow you got front row seats, front row center. You get to feel the sweat of Ed Roland.
Oh, that's delightful.
Right? Is that his name?
That's the guy.
How do I know his name, too?
You know his name because he's the best lead singer in the history of lead singers?
In Collective Soul, yes.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay.
And someone says, I'll give you $1,000 a ticket for them.
Oh, yeah, you got him.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I've seen Collective Soul enough that I'm not going to turn down 2G.
But you've never seen them front row?
That's true. I never have. But for 2Gs, I never will.
Yeah, my favorite band, I wouldn't give. If it's Pearl Jam front row, I wouldn't. You couldn't.
Oh, no. Now, that's a whole different story because, first of all, you're going to get more money. You'll get more money
I'm
for
going to
Pearl
get
Jam
no money. I'm not reselling them.
All right. So what if it was $10,000? I gave you $10,000 for your front row tickets to Pearl Jam.
A pair or $10,000 total?
Hey, $10,000 total. $10,000 total. Don't judge. I'm not giving you $20,000 because I think $10,000's enough to sway you.
You know. Oh,
$10,000's a lot of dough, brother.
Yeah, but my chances of catching one of those tambourines is at its peak.
All right.
If I'm in the front row.
Look, you take that tambourine,
and the concert's on a Tuesday night.
Oh,
he's selling them for. If it's Tuesday night, he's selling those for $10,000. He's selling them.
I could get a lot of stuff for $10,000.
Yes, you can.
They'll help finance this current vacation we're trying to plan.
Exactly. That's the problem. If your wife found out that you could have got $10,000 for anything, any concert tickets, and you didn't do it, you might as well just not come home from the
She would
concert.
have sold them for $10.
Yeah.
She's like, well, you see them enough. How many times have you seen them? 15 times?
Yeah.
What do you guys go see them again?
See, I know the peer pressure you'd be under. Or maybe the marital pressure you'd be under. You're selling those tickets for $10,000.
$10,000 is a lot of money.
You're selling them. You're selling them for $5,000. Yeah, you are. Again, the marital pressure. Here's what happens.
I wouldn't tell her.
You wouldn't tell her, but somebody else would.
Who?
Somebody you might know who you might work with.
You have no way to contact her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's no way to contact your wife, huh?
No.
I think
she's barely ever on social media.
I think I could probably figure it out.
By the time you get a hold of her, it's probably like 10 days past the concert.
You think so, huh?
She's not on social media much.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
You think there's no way to get it done, huh?
How are you going to do it?
Well, I think I know where you live.
Actually, you don't. You've never been to our new house.
I've never been to your new house, but again, it's easy to find out.
I mean, that's fine.
I just look for the house that has 400 cars in front of it, and I know you're across the street. You're going to be easy to find out.
Don't forget the drone now flying.
Oh, I'll have the drone help me.
And the late night karaoke couple.
There we go. Well, you're going to be easy to find.
I will say that, Steve, I found a Eddie Vedder tambourine signed by the entire band with proof for $500.
Oh, so it's for $10,000. Now
what?
It's, $9,500, and you got the tambourine.
$500?
That's what it says.
Do it.
Who the hell's got this?
Guy's going to give it to you for like $500.
Yeah,
that's a great deal.
It sure is, especially if you get $10,000.
I can't afford it, but that's a great deal.
If you have $10,000 in your pocket from selling tickets, you can.
Sold.
There we go. Done.
Absolutely.
The deal with the devil has been done.
$500, $700 if I want it framed.
Yeah.
You think that's legit?
And you know what's going to happen?
Or is that like some website from China?
No, it says it's awesomeartifacts.com. It said Unified tour September 20th, 2000, outside of the Sacramento Valley Amphitheater in Marysville, California.
That's insane that they're able to get that. I would imagine that would go for at least 5 figures.
I want Steve then to find out that later on,
at least.
You sold those tickets.
Yeah.
And then later on you found out that Eddie said, hey, I want to take a person, bring him up on stage, sit him right here in a chair, and we're going to perform 10 in its entirety. And here's my tambourine.
BJ, I might just slam my head against the wall, like legit, just so I could forget that even happened.
Oh, that's what I wanted. But you still have $10,000, but it'd be the best $10,000 ever spent.
That'd be so painful.
Oh man,
if I didn't just get a bunch of goalie gear.
Oh, you got some goalie gear, did you?
Possibly. I heard I might.
What the hell? I thought you were done with that world. You're back in?
How many times? I told you, man.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to your life. You're doing too many things.
The donkeys are back.
Oh, that's right. The donkeys are back. And of course you need new goalie gear because the goalie gear you had before obviously is old goalie gear.
It is. It's over 10 years old. There was a lot of losses on that gear.
Yeah,
I need to start fresh.
Honest to God. Todd Peach has been on this show for how many years giving financial advice? You've learned absolutely nothing.
Todd Peach is not next to me on the couch at like 8 at night when I make these impulsive decisions and have a credit card near me. And I'm like, I can just pay it off in 5 or 6 months and no one will know.
I feel like parental controls need to be installed on your phone.
I'm like buying things thinking I won't know.
Yeah. Oh, you'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I love this.
Now, the best was telling my wife, I'm like, look at this great gear. I'm thinking about, she's like, what, are you planning on getting that? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to get that. She's like, when are you going to get that? I was like, about 3 hours ago when I purchased it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's the way to get it done. Wow.
She just rolls her eyes.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, this is her talking to me.
What's wrong with you?
I don't blame her.
Yeah, can Todd live with me and have my cell phone in his hand late at night when I get impulsive?
You know, she is hoping that your daughter grows up to help her in her quest of controlling this unruly child that she has.
Yeah.
As she said, I do too.
Yes.
Yeah. It is listeners on the loose.
$500 for a tambourine, BJ.
I think that is a great deal for somebody who has $500 to blow. Yeah. I mean, look, it's a great collectible. I get it, but you have to look at your budget.
Do I start a GoFundMe?
You know something? I have a problem with people that have GoFundMes for things that are stupid.
I know. I would never do that.
And I've had people do it. And I'm just like, really? What?
You should be in charge of, you should be the GoFundMe police.
I've never had, I would love to be, I would love to. Boy, I've never had the vacation of my dreams and due to this and that. And of course, they list every malady that's happened to everybody in their family. So I got this GoFundMe so I can go to Ireland. And I'm just like, you know what? I will give you money just to go F off. How's that? What can I give you for that?
$500, I'll go F off.
Yeah.
$700, actually, I want it framed.
I just feel like, no, GoFundMe is for people that are in they're in hardship.
But who's to say?
I did. I just said it myself.
Okay, you did. Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, if you don't want to donate, don't donate. But, this is a crowdfunding world that we live in now.
I just think people are dumb for crowdfunding things that aren't that important.
How is it any different than, having, a wish list on your wedding registry?
Well, you're getting married. You're supposed to get stuff when you get married. That's the one time.
But who decided that?
That's been weddings forever. You always get them a gift. What do you? I mean, that's the wedding word.
I just want a gift for existing.
You want a gift for existing?
Yes.
Oh, I've got a gift for you for existing. That's what the poop emoji was made for. That's your gift. Congratulations.
Will you share my GoFundMe when I put it out together?
I will. I'll tell you, I will comment on your GoFundMe. Make sure you put it on Facebook so I can have a choice comment.
Could you imagine if I did that?
Oh,
I would almost want to do it just to see what kind of reactions.
Oh, you should.
I'm too lazy. But I mean, otherwise, if I wasn't so lazy, I would do it.
Oh, God, GoFundMe.
I've always dreamt of catching a tambourine from Eddie Vedder and the Boys.
Boy.
That dream will probably never happen. But for $500, I could own the tambourine that someone else once caught.
See, this is where I think people, to piss me off, would give you money.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they know how angry I would be that they would waste their money on such a dumb thing.
I mean, Lulu, the Warrior Princess on Instagram has several thousand followers solely to piss you off.
There you go. So I think you probably should have somebody set it up for you.
Okay, fine.
And then I will go on there and quote and say, anybody that gives money to this is a moron, and you'll get $500 in the first day.
Any amount that was raised past the amount to get the framed tambourine will go to a charity.
Oh, really? What's that? The Steve House?
The Steve figuring out how to pay off his goalie pads.
Yeah. It's a good charity. I mean, those goalie pads ain't cheap, buddy.
Yep.
All right, you pick the topic. You guide the show. This is your opportunity. What do you want to do? You need to GoFundMe? What do you want to talk about? Call us, text us, 206-803-ROCK. More of your calls, more of your texts. We'll take those at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
What you watch depends on what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes you're craving comedies like Friends or South Park, and sometimes you're more into dramas like HBO's Succession and House of the Dragon. There's also cooking shows like Chopped and Beat Bobby Flay, and even movies like The Lord of the Rings and Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Well, Max is the streaming destination that has the best of entertainment for whatever mood you're in anytime. And plans start at as little as $9.99 a month. Max, the one to watch. Subscription required. Visit Max.com. Nobody said adulting would be easy. Between work, family, chores, and activities, life can get real messy real fast. Good thing there's Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner. Simple Green tackles even the toughest cleanup jobs in every room of your house. Simple Green has been a trusted cleaning brand for nearly 50 years, and it's now available in both lemon and lavender scents. So you get a cleaner that not only works hard, but leaves your home smelling fresh. Even better, Simple Green All-Purpose Cleaner is U.S. EPA Safer Choice certified for use around people, pets, and plants. Stronger, safer, fresher. That's the cleaning experience we all want, right? When life gets messy, Simple Green gets it clean. This stuff literally removes dirt, grease, and stains from any washable surface in your home. Visit simplegreen.com today to view their complete product lineup and discover where to buy in your area.
Invest in your future at Columbia College. Take that next step toward the career you've been dreaming of. From a leader in online learning for over 20 years, make a difference in your future with a degree from Columbia College. Learn more at yourfuture.ccis.edu.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That is the number to text.
Someone said earlier you guys were talking about shocking moments in your life. Well, nothing was more shocking than finding my sister's Bob. I was moving into her room when she moved out. Not all of her stuff was out there because she was living with her boyfriend. So I was just going to move into my old room. When I moved the bed, I found a big blue gentleman about as long as my forearm and a battery pack. I quickly put the bed back and I left. I can never unsee what I have seen. I guess this is payback for when she found my USB drive of all my weird preferences at the time, including but not limited to furries.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's always tough when you stumble across a sibling or somebody in your life that you're close to and you're like, I don't want to know that about you.
Yeah, like I know, it's one of those things where like, I know you probably do that, but I don't need to see it.
Don't need to see it, just like your poor grandmother.
That's her fault.
It's her fault.
for walking
that
into
she
my room
expected,
to wish me goodnight.
Yeah, God forbid that during the evening when Grandma's like, let me wish a goodnight to my little grandson, Stephen. And boy, did she see more than her little grandson.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's not knock open. It's knock pause open. Give somebody a chance to get,
Oh, I agree that's a thing.
You're just knock and open a door and say goodnight.
Whoa, yeah, you're right. That's tough.
You knock, you wait a second, maybe a little acknowledgement. I don't know, like, come in, Grandma.
Poor Grandma, of course, back in the day.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that's not.
Moving on, we got a text message.
Yeah, we don't need that thumbnail, but I know what you meant. I think. All right, yes.
Speaking of more awkward moments and shocking moments, I walked into a strip joint with my buddies and I saw my aunt on stage.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, is it?
I did a turnaround and told my buddies I saw somebody I owed money to and I covered them for the next place. Smart plan.
Oh,
Get out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I like the excuse too. Oh, I owe money to that, but I got to go.
I kind of wonder if they ever had a conversation where it came up.
Because if it was me and I was at the strip club with my buddy and he said it was his aunt, I am like, oh, we got to stay.
You would make it rain.
I would be just to irritate the crap out of him.
Hey, Auntie Crystal.
Yeah. Damn, dude, that's embarrassing.
Just a tad.
Yeah. Mom's got to give you the heads up on that. Look, guys, someday you're going to go to a strip club. Don't go to Tony's, Boob and Peporium because that's where your aunt is.
But that's like the best place, man.
I know. That's the trouble.
Somebody wanted to remind us. I actually saw it on my Facebook memories. 6 years ago today, Chris Cornell left us. Truly the voice of our generation.
Yeah, I can't believe it was 6 years ago.
I honestly, in a weird way, it feels longer, but it's like one of those things where it feels longer, but also I can remember it like it was just yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why, I am always a person that will highlight mental health because it was him and Robin Williams that just shocked me because I really thought both of them were doing very well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the band was back together. They were touring. Every time we've interviewed Chris Cornell, I'll never forget the time that Vicky and I went backstage at the Benaroya Hall, and he couldn't be more just so willing with his time and just had a good time with us. And it was such a fun conversation, and that's the memory I always think of when I think of Chris Cornell. And then I end up spending a lot of time listening to Audio Slave and Soundgarden because of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to say, man, mental health is something that you really, like any health, man, you have got to be consistent and keep up with it. The perfect examples are people like Chris Cornell. The guy had no problems compared to what you and I would think would be problems as far as financially, whatever.
Sure.
I'm not saying he didn't have any problems, but the idea is that whatever you got going on in your life that you think is contributing to the problems, once you take those problems away, you realize those weren't the problems. It's you just being mentally healthy on a consistent basis. And those examples show us Robin Williams and Chris Cornell. You just would imagine if you were in their place, you wouldn't have any issues. But mental health is an issue you got to manage all the time.
You mentioned those guys, a guy like Chester Bennington as well. And someone texted and said, I know this is very random, but has anyone ever heard of the Linkin Park cover band called Hybrid Theory? I was going through a YouTube wormhole when it happened to come across these guys. The singer sounds almost exactly like Chester. There's obviously no way to replace Chester, but if Linkin Park ever wanted to go on tour with this guy singing, I'd go see him. Dude,
I haven't seen this.
I haven't either, so I went online and I fell down the wormhole as well. They're a band from Portugal, and they're a full-on tribute band. And what I'm not a huge tribute band kind of guy. I don't have an issue. If you want to make money covering other people's music, go ahead. That's fine. But I do like that the band seems to try their best to also visually look like Linkin Park. I think the guitarist has the big headphones that the guitarist from Linkin Park would wear. The guy that's playing the Mike Shinoda character is kind of dressed like him. The guy that's being Chester almost got a look like him as well. And dude, they're playing places where looks like thousands of people are watching them.
Wow.
And then I listened to it, and we have a sample of one of their songs, I think, Crawling. And dude, it is, it's not Chester, but it's damn close. If this guy did front Linkin Park, I would absolutely have no problem watching them perform live. We have a little bit of a sample of it.
I felt this way before, so insecure.
Wow.
Honestly, if you just told me this is Linkin Park, I'd be like, oh yeah, it sounds like them live.
Wow.
This voice is good.
Dude, it brings me back to that kid that took over for Steve Perry.
Yes.
Where you're just like, damn, dude. You're just like, how the hell? He sounds just like the dude.
And that's a tough thing, I bet, for a band. Because I would love to see that, but could Linkin Park That'd be weird for them, I bet. Like to be in a band and then you lost your guy, you lost your buddy, you miss him, and then you have a dude that sounds eerily like him.
Yeah,
and actually almost kind of looks like him too.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Because I know, like Alice in Chains, when they did with William Duvall, I really like what they did there. Like you got a guy who's got great pipes, great charisma, great songwriter, has moments when him and Jerry are singing together that you can like, yeah, that's the Alice in Chains sound that I always loved, but he doesn't sound like Lane.
Yeah. You're right. That's a tough one when somebody sounds so much alike the person. Ooh, I don't know. I guess it really is going to be case by case how you feel about it.
But I feel like with Linkin Park, if they were going to do it, you need someone that sounds close to Chester. Because those songs, he's such a unique voice. I don't think anyone else singing with like a different style of voice would work for that music.
Yeah, it just depends if you're somebody that wants to see him live, because look, what are you going to do? Unfortunately, Chester's no longer with us. If you want to see that band live and want to see them do more stuff, what else can you do but get a replacement?
And then you watch some of the other videos and like the whole crowd singing along and you're just like, man, what a fun experience for a Linkin Park fan that you get. That's the beauty of a tribute band, in my opinion, is when they're able to give something to a fan base that maybe can't get it anymore. Like, I'm not a fan, really, of the tribute bands that are doing tribute band stuff for bands that are still touring. I'm like, all right, whatever. But, like, to me, it's like, okay, well, I can still see the actual band. Granted, for a cheaper price, you can see the tribute band. But you know what I mean? Like, when they're a tribute band for a band that you'll never get to see again, I'm like, there's something cool about that.
Well, I say that's an interesting call, what people might think.
I feel like if they don't come to the United States, I am willing to spend money to go to Europe or Australia or whatever it is, because I never got to see Linkin Park, and they're probably one of my all-time favorite bands.
I was going to say, you're a huge Linkin Park fan.
Yeah, since I was like 13, 14 years old, they were like my intro to rock music. So I need to save some money and head to Australia. So
what the GoFundMe page? Your tambourine or her seeing this?
Well, hers is more. Dude, she wants more money. We get the tambourine purchase first.
Okay, is that the deal?
And it'll be for tambourine in Europe.
Vicky has to wait. Your tambourine has to come first.
We have to we have to just pay that after 700. Sorry, framed. Yes. After we hit that 700, anything else goes to Vicky's trip to Europe. To Portugal to see Hybrid Theory.
What a guy!
They need to tour the States. They would sell out like showbox size rooms, if not bigger.
Yeah, I mean, if you're right. It's just a matter of whether or not that works for them or not. But yeah,
we can make it work for them.
And not for nothing. I mean, the guy, if he tours the States and Linkin Park themselves see the success of it, who knows if they don't recruit the guy because they go, all right, people really want this.
I bet I bet this band's on their radar just because of how good of a job they do.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
You know what I mean? It's not like just a bunch of dudes that just show up on stage dressed however, and they sound great, but they don't look the part.
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. I mean, it's one of the things that I've noticed a lot in certain genres or cultures or whatever you want to call it. The idea of the gatekeeping mentality, like you can never do this. And I don't know how much of that Linkin Park is trying to weigh out to see if they, whatever they want to do. Even they're just getting back,
If they bring in a new singer, some people even thought like the singer of Sum 41, Derek Whibley, is it?
Yeah.
Like, because he's got like that screamy voice that they feel that he could kind of fill in for a Chester. I don't think that would really be the right match, but you never know.
Well, now that they're breaking up, who knows?
Maybe that's why they're breaking up.
Oh, so that they can somehow get back together?
So that he could join Linkin Park.
Oh, Sum 40. Yeah. That's what. Yeah, good call.
Yeah,
might be.
He didn't want to break up with them and tell them that, so he's like, yeah, man. Like, no matter what, Linkin Park fans, like any music fans, a good chunk of people will be like, this is awesome. I get to see a band live that, like Vicky said, I never got to see live, and other people are like, they shouldn't be doing this. How dare they do this? Which is like, who are you to tell a band what they can and can't do? If you don't want to see it, don't go see it. No one's forcing you to.
Yeah, and it's funny. When somebody passes away, it's one thing as opposed to when somebody just all of a sudden just splits from the band, like they just can't do it anymore. I think of David Lee Roth for whatever reasons, and worked out okay for Sammy Hagar and Van Halen. I mean, they had a great. The Van Hagar was definitely a good part of that career. They had some good songs, which arguably you got a sound out of that band that you wouldn't have got under David Lee Roth because it was a whole different thing and it was enjoyable for a lot of folks.
Oh yeah, some of those Van Hagar songs would have never happened with David Lee Roth as a singer. It would just sound completely different.
Yeah,
obviously.
And I feel like I'm glad we got both. So if you're open-minded and go, look, man, what are we going to do? Think about AC/DC. If it were today's climate, would they have been able to replace Bon Scott?
I think yes, but they would have dealt with the backlash. I mean, they'd have to have the same kind of attitude as Allison Chain, you just got to put blinders on. You just got to ignore the noise.
Now, arguably, maybe they haven't had as much success. I don't know if AC/DC had as much success under their belt at the time when Bon Scott passed away.
True.
But yeah, and I loved it. Look, I was a Bon Scott guy. The guy that sings Dirty Deeds, that voice.
They were very successful.
I love that guy's voice. And as much as Brian Johnson is, what he is, I still think, Bon's voice was amazing. But, the way Bon lived, it's like his voice was that way for a reason. So, yeah, I'm all for it. I am all for it. Let's see what happens.
Now, do we do a GoFundMe to send Vicky to go see them, or do we do a GoFundMe to bring them out here and we get a cut of the deal when they go on tour? Ooh, there you go.
Well, if we're going to make money, why wouldn't I go for the latter?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We become their managers.
Oh, is that? Yeah. And what's your job going to be? Probably nothing, right?
I'll talk about it on the radio.
Oh, fair enough. Look at that.
I'm their hype man.
You're the hype man. Perfect. Yeah. That's great. Well, I'm all for it, especially
and
if
I'm in charge of snacks during the shows.
And snacks, okay. Yeah. Well, make sure they want more than pretzels.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what's going on? What's
I laughed so hard when he said snacks that I spit all over my screen.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Hey guys, good news.
We got the guys here. Forget about publicity, PR.
I got all the Doritos you need.
There you go. That's what you want. Yeah.
Snacks.
Okay.
What the hell is this guy?
Are you sure you want to be in charge of snacks? You know how those riders are, where they want all the green M&Ms and that's it.
Well, I'm their manager. I control that.
Oh, so you're going to get someone else to get all the green M&Ms for you?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to go out and buy it. I'm just going to get it.
I'm not sure what you're bringing to the table besides basically skimming money off the top and doing nothing, which does sound like management.
Yeah, I bring energy.
All right, and you bring energy. Oh yeah, you.
I'll be the guy. I'll be like, "Let's go, boys!
Yeah,
big show tonight.
That's the energy.
Packed room.
Woo!
Don't let me down."
I feel like what you're just you're irreplaceable at this point.
Then when they're done, I give them butt taps. Like, great job.
Oh,
boys.
Butt taps are what everybody wants.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Here you go. I butt tapped you with a Twix. Wait, what? I brought the snacks and the butt tap. Don't ask questions.
I don't know anymore.
Don't ask the questions. All right. We have a big question that has to be answered, and it is all about your boy, Ryan Castle. What do Ryan Castle and a wedding have in common? You're going to find out at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a wedding have in common?
I like open bars and magicians.
Me too.
Wow.
Look at that.
You just summed up my wedding.
Which was Steve's wedding.
Yes.
I think he's probably still paying off mine in the men's room's bar tab.
Oh, God, yes.
You ain't joking.
How many years has it been?
I've sold about $7,000.
That's like a student loan. You're never getting rid of that.
Yeah.
Dude, we had an open bar in Vegas for Sarah's wedding.
Yeah.
Still didn't rival what they didn't come to us and tell us you've used all your money. The way
It was the most impressive thing.
I mean, that's
men's
kind
room
of
guys, Ryan, couple lawyers, and some hockey players.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we've drinking so many places like out of alcohol. I mean, trains, planes,
and automobiles,
bars.
Yeah,
no automobiles. That is against the law.
Oh, you're right. Well, the bumper cars. Yeah,
You can drink in the bumper cars.
Yeah, as far as I know, I think it's okay. We'll have
I don't
to
think
check
you can
Palace
drink
law
in the bumper cars, but they don't give you a breathalyzer before you get on the ride.
I think that's what it is. Hey, there's a 77-year-old woman. Her name is Dorothy, and she has married the love of her life herself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ted Smith married himself.
He did. I remember that.
He does a lot of things with himself.
Yeah. Nobody's better than Ted, so Ted's going to marry Ted.
That was a good party.
Yeah.
It was a good party.
The wedding night was amazing.
Yeah. He's the only guy that's been married for that long that's still getting laid.
Yeah. It's very true.
Sometimes twice in a day.
Okay, then. She celebrated with a unique wedding ceremony at her retirement community in Ohio on Saturday. She was married before back in 1965, but then divorced 9 years later, and her daughter, helped her find a dress, cooked food for the event, and said, "Hey, here you go, old lady."
Sounds like a Hank Williams song.
It really does. Yeah, it's like whatever you want. You want to marry yourself, fine. What do I care? You're old.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah. Ryan Castle, he doesn't want to marry himself, but he does want to give you a 12-pack, and that's next.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.